finishes twitching out.
Eat
Currently,
a Twitch, bitch.
currently though, I am streaming pretty steady. I'm not losing any frames on my end. It's just waiting for whatever this. There we go. I think it finally caught up. Hello, hello. If you're out there, can you hear us? Because if I did all that, that means the intro went to crap, right? So, we'll do a quick hello again.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, cool. We got Christopher. Just do a quick hello.
Hi ho.
We have Kronk.
Hi ho.
We have Arthur.
Hi ho.
We have Jack.
Hi ho.
We have a Vol for later. It's off to work we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. You get the drift. So yeah, as we were saying, because I was trying to do a log there, but because the stream was acting up, we went ahead and cut that footage, and now we're back to this. Caught Kenan, took him to a jail, and then stood with him until authorities came with a higher standard. Like the boss of the guards came, and they came with a wizard, a druid, and a bunch of veterans who quickly took him in, and like with you guys giving your cadence of what happened, they took down, took the what is it called, like the file from the guard, right, and took Kenan to the place to be put in the cellar as they were told. I think there was some investigating around town to find out if there was someone who knew stuff about the group. That's what's eating at the back of my mind right now. I think.
Yeah, Vol did that.
Yeah. Vol did some. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, I think she went to Paulina. And
That's right. They were talking. They were doing that girl thing called gossiping, right? Or strategic information extraction. That's what we call it. Yeah, as you guys finished waiting for Kenan to get displaced, you rejoined Vol at the tavern, and Kronk came back with a quest, and basically the only quest on the board is getting supplies, right? So, and Paulina explained to you that her place is going to be in trouble because she's running out of brew, because the brewery just kind of blew up recently. Well, not blew up, but fell apart. Either way, they are no longer in service, so she needs to make sure she can get some export cover until the brewery gets back on its feet. So with that, the quest to Jillian Cove has been started, right? So we plan to offer our good barmaid a trip and help her gain another level, maybe? Who knows? So Paulina, the barkeep, is going to be joining the party as they go to Jillian Cove to try to pick up a shipment and escort it back. And then right there at the end, as I guess we want to do the shopping, but at the end, whenever Vol finally gets here, we can kind of recap on that final moment where her bat returns and she finds out some information, and then we'll see how she reacts. But we're going to go ahead and take care of some shopping expeditions while we're at it, so we're going to do that first. So as you guys are kind of rejoined, and we're kind of pausing this moment and trying to do other things before it happens, what shops are you looking to go to pass off the goods?
I think maybe we'd have to go to the magic shop and see if she'll take them. Not that I'll be able to enter without something pointed at me.
That is very true. Is that the consensus, my friends?
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
there's
good thing.
yeah, there's always that vagueness with magic magic items and armor as far as where they go, but
Nah. Well, Paul. Okay, yeah. Elverina would rather you sell it at a weapon or armor smith. She will deal with them, but she would rather not. If that was so. And technically, you could go to a smith and sell them, because they look at it as fine pieces of work that's been enchanted, and they can put it on their shelves and make a lot of money off it. So they would probably be just as interested in this case. So let's see here. I'm trying to find my notes for Shandor on this list here. Now there it is.
I mean, we could save Jack and I and go to the armorer.
Yeah. You want to do that? You want to do that, Jack? We'll save you trouble and go to the armor instead.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, guys, let's go. I'm leading today. Shella will lead you out. All right.
Meanwhile, some individuals are writing their next of kin, which I don't think actually applies to anybody in this party except for presumably just Crunk and Christopher.
Crunk's got family.
Hey. They're taking
It's
care
like
of.
because we don't know enough about Arthur to you're like maybe he does have a family. We don't fucking know.
I'm pretty sure he was born through mitosis or whatever.
He just appeared one day. All right, so we head to the armory, which I guess my notes for the armory is so small that I'll miss it if I don't look carefully. So that's why it's taken me a half a minute. That's Galatines. That's Fanciful Things. That's Ventures Guild.
Something World Anvil.
Yeah, yep. Well,
These are a few of my fanciful things.
I'm pretty sure World Anvil's taken. Dear Lord, what Star? What kind of notes are you taking here, son? Like, why didn't you do the? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Good Lord. Do you remember his name again? There, Mecca. What was that Smith's name? I think that's all I really need. Maybe I need to look at a different.
I'm actually blanking in this moment, even though we visited him several times on Friday.
I know, right? Oh man. See, that's the repair shop. Why don't I
feel
have
bad.
the? It's okay. I'll put a placeholder on his name or something, and we'll call him by his proper name when we get there. Oh, Orvin Ironbane. There it is. See, that's what it said. Like, it's so small. Like, I only got Smith. That's it. That's all I wrote. Smith, Orvin Ironbane, Dwarven, elderly man. All right, cool. I should highlight that or something, right? Here, I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do that. That way I can see it. There we go. So you go to the Ironbane Smithery. We'll call it that. And yes, Raiders is ready. Let me finish that up for you. Oh, no. I don't want that. Go away. Upon entering, you see an elderly dwarf just kind of at the register, and a back room where construction is going on, but it's a lot of loud construction. They seem to be working on a lot of materials. Just by a glance, you don't see them working on plate mills. You don't see them working on any weapons of any sort. It looks like it's more based around tools. Like they're putting together hammers. You can see a bunch of nails being put together. All kinds of machinist-like tools being put together, probably to do work later, right? Since we have some part of the town to fix. But Orvin kind of greets you as you all come in. Ah, welcome. Come on in. What can I do you for?
Good morning there.
Good morning.
Yes, I do believe you sell in armors and their such, correct?
We do. Although today we are busy making a lot of other things, nails and such, and all kinds of utensils and tools. But what can I do for you?
So, well, we were wondering if maybe your shop would be interested in this piece, as I guess he would at least present the leather armor that they recovered.
Yeah, he takes a quick glance at it and it's like, oh, it's made out of good leather here. It seems to be, is that an enchantment I see?
So yes, quite a powerful enchantment.
That does look pretty good indeed.
So even if not for selling, it would make for a great centerpiece for the shop.
Okay. It's pretty good. Well, how much are you looking to get rid of it for?
See, thinking off the top of my head, because on the one hand it is leather, but on the other hand it's still a +2, so like it's still in that very rare category. So Bull, I think you just popped in, right?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Mike works.
Like, remind me what the typical bottom line is for a very rare item.
So very rare would be about 50,000 for like if we're just doing generic price. But since you're making an argument for leather, I said 20,000 gold. So that's if you're trying to just sell it really quickly without trying to get the full amount of it. 20,000 seems fair, or 20k.
Yes, for this sort of centerpiece, especially for the condition it's in, I suppose somewhere around thereabouts of perhaps 22,000.
That's a lot of gold you're asking for there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's worth every penny. Like we do.
But just think of all the business
amount.
you'll get if you present it to the shop. Everyone will be asking about it.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. I'm not saying no, but I'm not sure I could quite do that much because there's a lot of revenue that just been placed on materials and such. You understand? Go ahead and give me a persuasion on this, because you know you are in the middle of a conversation here. We'll see how it's progressing.
So wow, Mega, you really should have done the responsible thing first and had your character sheet open.
I mean, I got time. Don't worry. I just went over to StreamRaiders to make sure I placed down a troop. You could do the same. Not you, but you know, like the audience. Though you too. Straight 10.
I am re-rolling that because fuck you.
Oh, well, I mean...
First roll of the day. Welcome to ChaoticCalling.
I mean, you're just gonna... Can you even roll less than that? No, you can't. That's
If
one,
you
right?
can, if you
No,
rolls
it's a
again,
natural
Star,
1. That's why I'm upset at it.
Star,
Alright,
if
yeah.
you get to natural 1 again, I will buy you a subscription.
Sure, I mean, let's see him do it twice in a row.
If he does it twice in a row, I will die and give you one.
Sure. I mean, I can hope. I don't know if I'm offended or not, but you misspelled my name. Go ahead and roll. I know who you meant.
Not much better, but it's better than a natural 1.
Yeah.
Unless somebody would like to add on to that.
I'm trying to get this stupid crit axe off the cart when I choose this one.
So
Am
you're
I
not...
part of the group? Or something like that?
Yeah, everybody's just kind of like before that scene where your back comes back and tells you things went crazy. We're kind of like saying you went to sell off all this stuff, right?
Oh, that's fair.
So we were
I was
trying
just
to
gonna
give you
pretend I
time.
was zoned out the whole time. Go like,
Yeah,
oh my god.
You kind of can't
Aw.
be zoned out for that.
Oh my god. But you know what I
But-
mean.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to sell everything. I think he tells you like, well, as much as I'd love to give you, how much did you say for the first offer?
It was 22.
As much as I would love to give you 22 for this, like I said, we invested a lot in materials. I can probably do 17, and that's gonna be with a voucher. But you know, you can claim that at the bank.
So, well, I can understand your circumstances. If that's
Yeah.
really all that you can, it's really all that you can offer, then
Yeah, I'm still being a little bit generous. We still have a little bit of money to wiggle with, but with the, you have to put that front money up in order to get things going until the city can reimburse you on some of this stuff, and you know how long this city could take.
How about I'll accept the discount if in exchange, next time something particularly valuable comes in, that we'll be one of the first ones to know?
Well, I mean, if you come in and I see you, yeah, absolutely. I'll let you know if I got something. Usually the good items that do come in like this will probably be here for a while. But yeah, I'll definitely let you know if there's something really interesting that comes in. And then maybe it'll be an even trade at that point.
So very well then. I'll accept the deal as stood.
All right then, 17K for now, and I'll let you know if anything comes in. So you'll get a 17K voucher. Well, thanks. It's nice doing business. I'll go ahead and put this on a mannequin stand and see if we can get this bad boy sold. Meanwhile, Jack's trying to drag that great axe in.
Why didn't I pick the rapier?
Jack, would you like help with that?
No, I'm good. I've already got it off the cart.
Athletics check.
Okay.
I mean, since you're over there, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He got it off the cart, all right. He almost took his foot out at the same time, and he's trying to get it out of the ground, but it's out of the cart.
All right, I might need a little bit of help.
Flex his fingers. Alright.
Since you're
Athletics?
proficient with... No, you're proficient with these weapons. You can wield it.
Cool! Okay,
Yeah,
I have
you're-
the best way to describe it, Star. He's
Yep.
dragging it, it's like, alright. Picks it one-handed up, just lifts it up,
she,
keeps it on the shoulder.
yeah, she puts a hand on the top part of it and just kind of like kicks at the hilt of it, and it just flips over onto her shoulder, and she's able to just drag it on in, or carry it on in.
I just want to imagine, just like maybe because like I don't imagine that the armor is that much further from like the weaponsmith, and
They're
just
pretty
kind
much
of
this. It's pretty much the same business. Like they do both.
okay. Then I just imagine just like Christopher turned around, it's like, how is everything? What am I looking at?
A worn out Jack and a buff ass Vol coming in with a great axe.
No, he says that out loud to them. It's like, what
Yeah,
am
yeah.
I looking at?
You're watching at someone that practiced to carry stuff like this. Walks in slowly, puts the axe down gently.
No. Yeah, that's a great axe, all right. Are you looking to sell?
Yeah.
I am just the one that carried it. Points to the heaving Jack. He's the one that wants to pay, sell it.
Yeah. Thank you, Vol. Thank you. Evening, morning, whatever.
Yes. Good morning or evening or whatever.
Yeah. Hoping to sell it. I am curious. Maybe if might you have a dagger of equal value of this great axe here?
I mean, daggers aren't made of this kind of material more often than not, and then also at this enchantment level, I don't know if I would have anything similar to that. But I will definitely look around and see if there's anything that I might have missed. Nope, don't see a thing. Damn, that was a low roll. But that was for a +2 dagger, and he doesn't have anything of that nature at the moment. I promised your friend that I'd tell you guys if I find anything, but for right now, I don't have anything on stock. Currently, we are also in the middle of creating a lot of miscellaneous tools for the city, but... Ah, man, the great axe looks beautiful. It would go great in the shop, but... he kind of like looks at Christopher like, I just gave him all that money, and... are you looking to sell that?
I was. I don't want to like rob you or nothing.
Oh, no, Rob. I'm just curious. What do you want for it? More of a curiosity for now. If I can do something, I can try to make something happen. If not, then at least we'll know. Excuse me. My dwarvish is trying to get out and it's not letting me.
I vote around 5,000 gold.
Give me a persuasion check as he's kind of like looking the axe over and looking you over, and then the axe.
Yeah, that's a 19.
That's a pretty good score. He, as much as I'd like to give you 5,000, I just made a big purchase just a second ago with your friend here. I could probably give you 3 now, and maybe I could keep an eye out for that dagger for you if you're looking for it. Maybe even put in a special order.
You know what? That's fine. The dagger doesn't... If you find maybe a more interesting or unique dagger that's still magical but has a little, kink to it, I'm open to that too, if it comes in. So I can take the 3,000 now and we'll figure stuff out.
Well, then, yeah, all right. Yeah, I could do that. So he'll write you a voucher for 3,000 gold. And basically all you got to do is say you take it to the bank, and if you start an account and save it, great. If not, you can just claim the money and we won't have to worry about it. So yeah, he gives you the voucher and he takes the axe off your hands. Well, kind of like looks around. I hope that's about it. You guys needing anything to buy?
I plan to buy if you're okay. It seems like you need someone to buy things from you.
Yeah, well, it would definitely counteract the major purchases, and I'd hate to tell the boys in the back that I've been spending all the money already.
Papa, you said we were going to get cookies after. Oh, God.
Oh, be quiet back there. I'm in the middle of a business transaction. I really need to quit going to the casinos, too. Anyway.
Let's see. So, Bull's just going to kind of look at us like, I'm kind of looking for arrows specifically. I'm thinking of replacing some of mine for some more potent ones.
Oh, okay, I see. Like, some that might have been enchanted by some chance, right?
That would help. Like, anything you can offer. And if you have rare arrows too, I could buy a couple of them.
Alright, let me see what... Do we know rarities on... Like, are the arrows in it? I don't know.
+1 ammo is uncommon. +2 ammo is rare.
Sure.
And then, let's say, like, +3 ammo and arrows of slaying are very rare.
Yeah, so we probably wouldn't... let's just roll a D100 in general, though. This will be like a overall what kind of selection he has for arrows. Alright, so he has some +1s on stock. I'll roll... Let's do like 3D10. Let's see what he got left. He's got 26 +1 arrows left. And uncommon goes for... 50...
It's kind of tricky because it's uncommon for arrows. It might be slower, but I'm not sure.
Well,
I know for like one uncommon item, it's 500.
Oh, I think that's the max. Actually, I got a little grid here that I can look off real quick.
That would help. I never played with ammo, so I don't know if it's cheaper or they make it go like every arrow is $500. That would have been like the fuck.
Well, yeah, no, uncommon can be anywhere from 100 to 500. So, but then again, like it's an arrow, right? But still, it had to be enchanted, so 100 makes sense. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah, so he's got 26 for 100 gold each. For 2,600 gold, you can have all 26.
I will buy 10 and I'll trade him. I'll give him the gold and I'll also throw in my old longbow I used to have, not enchanted.
All right.
Just as a bonus.
All right. He'll take that from you and be like, all right. I mean, I probably could have had you. You know what? Throwing your longbow in. Just give me a persuasion. Maybe I'll take a little bit off. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be exactly what it is, 1,000 gold.
Thank you for your business. I wish I could buy more, but
it's perfectly fine. At least I have a little bit of money to work with, and maybe the kids will actually get something to eat tonight. I mean, don't worry about them; they're fine.
I mean, I wish I could buy a different shield, but I'm kind of liking this one. Bonus action,
Oh.
change expression of the shield to a big smile.
That's impressive. I like it too. Yeah. Would definitely get a lot of messages across. Like get an angry face as soon as you hit somebody in the face with your mace. I like it.
Turn shield to Jack.
What does it do? Just smile?
Bonus action, make angry face at Jack. Go like, I never thought of that idea.
Jack just flips her off.
You know you like it.
Remains.
But
The
anyway.
angry face. All right. Well, I hope that's all of our business for today. I've been pretty much tapped out here, and my dwarf is starting to sound too much like Professor Smithersmon. But is there anything else I can get for you?
Arthur kind of walks up, puts his shield on the counter. Do you have anything better than this?
What are we looking at? Just a regular shield?
Regular +1, yeah.
Ugh, it's already a +1 shield. I don't think you're
Yeah.
gonna find anything better yet.
Train him.
Nope. Yeah, like for especially like shields, I think you're probably gonna be better off trying to explore the world to find those instead of a shop. But you never know. I might get lucky on one of these rolls eventually. He kind of like turns to you and says, yeah, like we specialize in some shields, but usually they don't get much better than what you have right now.
Understandable.
Just out of curiosity, Krunk, did you at some point get a +1 shield? I actually don't know if you actually... I know that you've looked at shields, but I don't remember if you actually bought one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's +1.
Like, what does your AC say right now on your sheet?
Impossible to gauge.
Wait, how much? 22?
22.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I think you have like other defense things.
Yeah, he's
like,
a turtle.
I'm not sure how many. Well, no, it's just like because like with a +1 shield, that would put his AC at 20. So I'm trying to remember what he has that gives him the 22. I assume he has a ring of. I think he has at least one ring of protection, but I don't know what else he's holding on to.
I can't remember what else I've got. I've got my character built on D&D Beyond, so I know it's right.
Well, I know he's got a wand of smiles, but that's not helping him. Yeah, he's got a ring of protection. And a shield plus... Oh, he actually has a +2 shield.
Okay, that explains it. Okay.
There you go.
All right, then that AC makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course, now I see it. Yeah.
Damn, he
Yeah.
has a +2 shield? Wow.
Like I said, he found it somewhere out in the open.
Oh, you know
you
where
gotta
it
remember
was?
that turtles can't wear armor, so.
Yeah.
Well, you know where it was? I think it was either because like I don't believe we actually, or maybe you did buy that shield from Calvona. Because I think maybe you were like
that
considering a different shield, but then just like got that shield instead.
If that's the case, they would be more magically inclined to make stronger stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, like certain regions are definitely mass producing weapon and armor that is progressive, because over there's about to be a civil war. So yeah, they're getting ready for battle over there with some serious equipment. But yeah, you procured that a long time ago. Either way, or probably could have found it in your mom's basement somewhere, maybe? I don't know. But either way, you found it from Calvona. It makes sense that it came from over there. Yeah, you're kind of like in a
I
starter.
found my mama's shell. It's a +2 shield.
Protects her from oncoming missiles.
Are
No.
turtles the Cubone of D&D?
Oh no. That went dark in the wrong direction. I thought we were talking about Lillian. Okay, so let's get back to the present though, right? Was there any other items of interest we were trying to do? Oh, okay, so you asked about the shield. He doesn't have anything better for you at this point, though, Arthur. So anything else?
Nah, that'll be all. He's gonna re-equip the shield and go out to the cart.
All right. Well, thanks for bringing it in. It's a nice shield. If you ever get rid of it and I get money, I'll happily buy it off you. Oh yeah. By the way, Paulina's kind of like in the background, like she's on the cart waiting for you guys to get back, and just kind of like nods as you come back.
I would say it's. Oh, I was. You know,
Go ahead.
now that I remembered that, I was just gonna yell at her, go like, "Want anything? I could get you something. He needs money to pay off for his loans or something, whatever."
Hold on, let me see what she's wearing right now. Like, she's probably not wearing anything fancy. She's like, I don't want to be needy or anything, but you know,
I mean, this is the time, unless you would love an arrow in the back.
I mean, that's what he's for. Kind of like points in Kronk's direction.
Kronk will nod.
Yeah.
I almost wanted Krunk to just point his finger at Christopher.
Oh, you know what? That leather armor you just sold probably would have been a good idea for her. I'm looking at her gear. She has a leather armor. I think she can wear breastplate, right? Warlock? Or no?
No, you're thinking hex blades.
So we're
The best she can get that's not magical is studded leather.
But
So,
I
yeah,
could
yeah.
totally get her studded letter. Blah 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 blah
You
blah
can
blah.
get
blah.
her. Do you wanna get her in some studs? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, and we could just expedite that. So how much would that be?
I would say he has a +1 studded leather on sale for, let's see, +1s are
Rare.
500 to 5,000. Is that right?
More like 5,000 and up. Rare is
Alright.
rare.
But we also just made the same argument for leather being on probably the
that's
lower
fair.
end of that.
Yeah.
That's fair. So
Um,
maybe like about
I
2,000.
will. Okay, so here's the question: you want her to make persuasion check with advantage? And, like, you're helping her,
Please
like
do. Please
okay,
do.
yeah.
She has charisma. Please
What the
do.
fuck? She gets a 14 straight across the board. Shit.
Better than me.
Yeah. So I would say for about 3,800, you can get her a +1 studded. How's that sound?
I'll pay the 3,800 because I'd rather not have a dead Paulina.
Yeah, that'd be awkward on Sundays, won't it?
That would be very awkward. Alright, so just gonna minus my gold. And then
Wow.
hand Paulina this.
Yeah. So if Paulina's like, "Are you sure? Like, I don't feel like I deserve this, but I'm not gonna say no. But you know, you can
You're not gonna
understand."
be barmaid forever, are you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to give it a shot. You know, let's see.
Well, instead put you through the reins.
See, that puts her at
And then-
14. What did it give her before, though? Like, how much did that really help? Should have gave her.
What's her
okay,
dex?
So she was at a 12 before this. So there you go.
So her dex is 12?
Her dex is 13. So yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
she-
that would be 12, 13, plus 1. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, she's sitting at a 14. So okay, I just wanted to make sure that made sense. All right. Well, there you go. She has a. All right. Yeah, she's good. So she'll be probably working on. Boy. All right. So I'm going to be working on trying to learn Warlock with her. That's great. We're
Well,
gonna
one
try
thing to
change-
keep in mind for Fiend Warlock, since it's been a hot minute since Christopher was one,
Right.
she does get temp HP every time she gets a killing blow.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Vol's gonna just pat her on the back. It's like, use it well. I might not be
Dark
able to
ones
come back to
bless you.
Shandor after this.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Cool. All right. Cool. All
Yeah,
right.
she's-
Well.
She's just gonna give, like, Paulina a pat and just say, like, take care of that. We might have to disappear for a while, so I don't know when we'll be back if, you know, we finally leave the place.
Well, don't worry, Vol. Since you got me this beautiful outfit, I'll make sure to take very good care of it. And if you want it back after we finish this little mission, then, you know, no hard feelings. I understand.
Raises her arm, looks around her armor, and goes like, I think I'm good.
I know, but you know, you can always give it to the next person, right? But if you don't wish it anymore, I'm more than happy to take this off your hands.
Think of it as a favor. Just buy me a drink later.
Well, that'll be a lot easier if we get this job done. All right. And is there any other transactions we need to take care of, like as far as selling anything at all?
I know we have a +1 rapier, but I'd feel kind of bad taking more of this guy's money or his voucher.
Yeah,
We are heading to another city to pick up alcohol. Why don't you just sell it there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's Marsola you have to go through before you. And this is Paulina explaining.
Oh my god!
She's like, we do have to go through Marsola. It's more of a industrial city that could probably afford to pay a little bit more. And then them Chilean Cove, yeah, I mean with the tourist attractions, I'm sure they got all kinds of money there. So maybe you can maybe you get traded at the casino for some coins and just kind of like flip your profits and make even more money.
That is true. Well, at least now we can go to the bank and turn in these vouchers.
Alright. So unless there's any further transactions we need to take care of. Once you all kind of like exit out, we can kind of like come back to that scene that we ended on last week as Chinook is flapping his wings haphazardly trying to get back to his master and giving her the news that Kinnan has been murdered. Put in the cellar, as one would say.
Slowly looks to Jack and go like, "So, Jack, just out of curiosity, Kennan's really good at escaping stuff, right? Is that why you like him, or do you even like him at all?"
I mean, we got along. He's not like a friend, it's not anymore. But yeah, he's good at escaping and crap.
I hate to tell you this, Jack, but he wasn't good enough. Chinook just told me he was literally executed.
Hold up. You mean, like, did he try to run and executed, or executed before he could do anything?
From what Chinook described, once they got him to where he got to, they just immediately did it. Like, no, not even, like, put him away in a spot. They just, like, put him around the corner and then took him down.
Oh, whoa. Oh, that's so shitty. We're fucked. Oh, no.
What? How are we fucked? I mean, the guy died. We're good, right?
No. They told us they were gonna put him in jail, and then after 3 days to get the magical whatever and have a tryout for Smithishman because he was complicit in the whole airship thing.
Oh. Well,
Why
I guess.
do you think? Why do you think they
Wow.
would execute him?
Shandor has very advanced laws around here. They are good with their justice system. Gets right to the
Kayla.
point. What? Yeah, I'm impressed.
Kayla.
This would take years to resolve in the Kobold Society. But with enough teeth, you can buy off anyone.
It's even worse with the kangaroos, especially in the kangaroo court.
It's just too much happening in that one.
You say buy him off. I think that's kind of what happened. Gerster and I were talking about we don't know who's corrupt around here, and I think we might have figured out who is corrupt and who is probably working with Tazareth.
Well, the problem is we don't even know if it's because of the Tazarek thing or because they were given the runaround and they knew who he was.
No, he. I mean, if Cunnan had information about Tazareth and the theft of the airship, they wouldn't kill him without gathering that information. They are high-ranking officials of the law, and they told us they would wait for Smithersmon and have a trial or whatever, and we get information from them. And I'm pretty sure they didn't know they were being tracked.
Oh,
So
that
they're
sounds
Well,
rough.
I will say that there's more than one way to get information out of a person, live or dead. Just like Christopher, just kind of like looking off to the side, just whistling.
Yeah. As you look off to the side, we see a very angry dwarf walking down the street, muttering in priest robes, just walking in a direction that may or may not be the same way Chinook came from. Frazzle, piece of calling me, and he just walks by.
Hold on, hey, hold on, fella.
What the hell do you want? I am a busy man, and I ain't got time for this. She just looks fluently mad.
My ask from one humble being to another. What's got you so tuffled?
Humble.
He just simply says to you, "Work. Now pike off," and he starts to step away.
I flip off the priest as soon as he turns around.
Don't think I didn't see that. Kazia sees all you heathen. He just keeps going. Keep it up. You don't think I'm looking, but I am.
I don't think it's a good idea to piss off the clergymen, Jack.
Hey,
I
Jack,
was
make a
abandoned.
con save.
Oh boy.
Oh God, is this the part where Jack gets harmed nearly to death?
No, I'm not that mean. No. Like the wind picked up around him for some reason, and sand started to shoot up in your eyes. But you managed to duck. You pushed the sand out of your face for there was just a brief breeze that just shot up and nearly shot dirt in your face. Like it just came out of nowhere.
That was weird.
It was. But
Wouldn't have been a problem if you had your hat.
Let's roll that one in again.
Really rubbing some dirt in that wound too.
Mm-hmm. We're all over the table today, folks.
But I will mention this kind of like, as Jack was doing that. It's like Chinook came from that direction. Christopher, do you want to possibly have Dorian follow? Maybe figure out what's going on.
So well, I suppose I could do that. Is that Dorian? Would you mind?
Boss, I was just getting into the middle of the good part. This is the part where they sing that funny duet. Like he sings the high parts and she's singing the low parts. It's really weird, but I find it very, very interesting. Fine,
Wait,
fine.
what are you talking about?
Scrytube.
It's Scrytube?
Nah, don't worry about it. It's something you'll get when you're in hell.
What? Astoria just probably flies away.
Yeah, he just flies away like, all right, I got things to do. So what's your command for him?
It's, like basically just have him stealth to the best of his ability toward the area to see if he can uncover any information surrounding the Kennen situation.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check as Dorian. I will consider the fact he's invisible. But you know how he accidentally lets a little gas go. Oh, that brimstone went right through me.
Doobie doobie doo.
That's right, I did it, and you didn't see it. Alright, so he flutters away. We'll see what happens later. So he's going to be You know what, just give me an investigation as him as well. We'll just kind of like generalize it when he does come back.
So could it be combination perception and investigation? As far as like maybe he didn't like find anything, but maybe heard something.
Yeah, well, okay, but I'll give you the perception.
I mean, it's not much better, but
Hey, it's something.
nope, not
He
gonna
just-
find anything.
He puts his earbuds in and goes back to listening to the music he was listening to before he left. The boss will never know. Dorian, are you paying attention? Yeah, I'm on it, boss. What are you listening to right now? I need to know. Whoa, you're right, that song does sound interesting. Anyway, Alright, so Dorian's off on his little adventure. What do you guys want to do at this point?
Bank?
Bank?
Bank. So you have two options. One, you can start an account and then have this money here, or you can withdraw the amount and take the money with you. Which, if you're not sure you're coming back here, you probably want to take the money with you.
I could be your bank, technically.
I mean,
Yeah,
yours
until I
and
get a
another
bag.
one.
Until I get a bag of holding or make one, Vol can be my bank.
It makes no difference to me. I can teleport here whenever I please.
That's true. So yeah, if you want to make an account, you can. Otherwise, you could just go ahead and claim the gold, put it down on your sheet somewhere, and pick who's going to be carrying that weight.
Honestly, I don't think it'll be that hard to divide the value of all that stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest,
we'll give you platinum to cover any of the excess weight, so you can
because
at
I
least
already have it on. I already have it on value that the total value between Jack's voucher, Christopher's vouchers, and the gold that they found on the bandits. They're looking at in total 21,600 gold.
That's quite a penny.
Nice!
So are we? I'm assuming that we're splitting that evenly.
I'm cool with that.
6 ways.
So, does Shella actually want a portion of it?
Surprise me.
Let's see if it's between. Yeah, if it's between the 6.
Could give it to Paulina.
Yeah, split between 6 people. That's would be a total of 360 platinum.
And that goes to Shella as well, or?
Shella, how well can you carry that?
Let me find out. Pretty big bag. Let's see. Oh, it only adds about 10 pounds to my side. I think I can handle it. If nothing else, whenever you
all right, then
finally
just
do
be careful
betray
and
Shella-
don't. Please, for the love of Illuminat, don't mix it with your other currency.
I'll keep that off to the left side and this on the right side.
Good enough.
It's 360 platinum pieces, which translates to 3,600 gold.
And with that gold
This is a
amount,
correct
Jack, I
statement.
don't think you need me to carry it, right? I think you're good.
Yeah, and if we make it platinum, it's a lot easier to carry.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Oh no, yeah, I'm saying.
I don't want to
for-
poke. I don't want to
saying
poke
it for
fun
us.
at Jack, but no, I understand. Like, I don't want to poke fun at Jack, but he doesn't really have to worry about weight as much either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hate to say that.
No, you
it's just
don't.
filling
I
all
do.
the
I love
pockets. it's just filling all the pockets until I find a sack to turn into a bag of golding, or until I can buy one.
Full
mean,
hands
Well,
in
you
her
could-
backpack.
You could, if you wished to risk one of your eyeballs, just like shifts his eyes toward the magic shop.
yeah.
I think I'll just send Vol in and just pay her back whatever's owed.
I mean, we could go to that seamstress you like. She probably has a bag you can buy. Pick your
Who needs
poison,
that?
Jack.
Oh boy.
I mean, Jack, and I'm gonna give Jack like a kind of serious, like it's like, you might as well take care of that before it actually becomes worse.
I mean, she looks like she really wants to hold your hand, Jack.
Boy, okay, I'm going to the seamstress. Oh boy.
Then I won't hold your gold. Go ahead and hold that for a bit. Oh, and here's my backpack just in case. Kinda gives it to Jack so that he at least can carry crap.
Thanks.
Oh yeah,
You get a normal backpack.
Hey, backpack, get to add that to the list.
You know what? Elvarina's shop probably might have a bag of holding on stock too, huh?
Yeah, that's why if you said like lose an eye.
Yeah. But choosing the lesser of two evils, you go to the seamstress. Is that right?
Yep.
Alrighty then. You make it to Fanciful Things, where Evelyn, the elven woman with the long blonde hair and elegant hands of grace that sews at the speed of light, greets you as you enter and says, "Oh, Jack, welcome back, and friends, welcome.
Hey.
Yes. Is there something I can help you with today? Something you might need stitched up, or where's your hat at, Jack?"
Yeah, I might have kind of lost it when
Oh.
stuff happens.
I'm
You-
sorry.
Hey, it's all right.
Would you like a new one?
It's not necessary. I don't want to.
I mean, while you've been gone, I've created a couple more hats. You know, I was kind of thinking about you.
I just turned to Vol. It's like, this is so fucking hard.
I told you, she wants to hold your hand.
Shut up.
Bull
shut
just
up.
kind of looks at Jack and goes like, I mean, of course it's hard. I mean, I'll be right here if you're really worried.
Yeah, she kind of like walks away to give you room too, and she'll come back with like 2 boxes that are hat shaped. Look here. Maybe you'll like, I don't know, like this one here is made out of deer leather, but it's in the shape of a very elegant, what was it, cowboy hat? That kind of inspired me. I was kind of cool. I was kind of like coyed by that. And she shows you like a wide brim, brown leathered cowboy hat with a black leather stripe going across the middle part, keeping it intact with like a golden pin right there on the right top part of it. And then you can
Those are
make that
nice.
golden pin whatever you want. Like I can have it modified if you need it.
No, it's okay. Listen, we gotta go to Jillian's Cove for a bit on
Oh.
business.
No, that's great. I'm glad to hear you
Yeah,
got some business.
Yeah,
Are you
Vol,
are
I
you
just turn out
hurting
with-
or something? I mean, if you can't pay full price, I can sell it to you for 5 gold if you want.
I mean,
No,
Bull's
no,
gonna
no.
just kind of, is Jack staring at Bull, trying to like help out?
Vol, like he's trying to be like, I'm trying to mouth. Should I pay for stuff first or turn her down first?
Bonus action, make shield make a show of face of like, don't do it, don't buy stuff.
You see
Cleaning,
the shield
cle-
put, yeah, the shield puts the X-shaped hands in front of its face. You can only express so much with the shield.
and then she'll just kind of just, whisper back, go like, it's better to keep it quick and painless.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy anything today. I did need to, and I'm
Oh,
gonna step
are
closer
you
to her to
are
get
you
away
that?
from the rest.
Oh.
No, yeah. Listen,
Are you
I
that
know
bad
it.
off right now? Look, if you
No,
want, I'll give it to you. Don't tell
no, no,
anybody.
no, no, no. That's.
Are you sure?
Listen.
Are you? What?
No, wait, hold
I'm
on.
not.
Did you spend all your money on a? Is this a proposal?
Did you get a ring? Thanks for planting that seed, Mega. Now I'm going in that direction.
No.
You're just making it harder for Jack.
Jack, I don't understand. Why are you?
Look,
Is it?
listen, I'm not
Oh,
good at this.
oh no, really?
But
Uh, I don't- Jack, I don't know if I'm ready for
Oh,
this.
oh no, you're gay,
what?
aren't you?
No, you're playing wrong seeds now. I'm not going in that direction yet. Uh,
Listen, I'm not good at this because I've never had to do this before. But
well, I mean,
I can.
look. If it makes it easier, I might just have to turn you down for now. I mean,
What?
oh well, yeah. If I'm reading you right, you're trying really hard to get something off your chest, and maybe both of us are just not ready for that yet. Like, I have my career here. You're a traveling
I have a
bounty hunter.
fiance.
Oh,
Listen, I'm not good at turning people down. You seem nice, and I didn't want to like upset you, but the longer I waited, the worse it got. I appreciate the niceties. I appreciate all that you do, and I'm in the future if I need to buy stuff, I'll pay full price. But I just
question
need to.
then.
Okay.
Is she your fiance? Kind of like points to Vol.
Oh no, hell no. Oh
Bull
god.
just kind
Oh.
of like just nods profusely, go like no,
Oh
no.
no,
Bonus action shield. Face says no.
but I heard nod. Didn't you hear nod, Mega?
I didn't like nod like innocent
You
side to
mean
we
side.
call that a
You
we
mean
call that a
shake.
shake, Vol. We call
Oh,
that a
Yeah,
okay.
shake.
Thank you.
that's a
Thank you.
shake.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
No,
it's
but
a
I
shake.
thought, but here, I want you to imagine it's like Vol is nodding, like you got this, Jack, you got this, but she doesn't
And then
know
all
what
of a sudden
she's shaking her head to.
But then also she might hear it and be like, "Oh crap, no,
Oh
no, no,
no! Yeah, okay.
no, no,
So
no, no,
there
no!"
we go.
Bonus action shield, go like big nope
Hmm.
face.
Nope. All right. Oh, okay. Well, you know, what can I say? It was fun. It felt good to, but no, if you still need that, I offered it for 5 gold. I will give it to you for 5.
Nah, it's fine. I'll come back
No,
and
no,
pay
no,
full
seriously.
price for it later.
Oh, well, if you don't need it now, then that's fair.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen? I might die again, lose another hat. But listen, I appreciate
again?
that.
Again?
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Well,
like, you're a nice woman and all. You're very, very nice. I'm sure you find someone who's much better than me. Trust me, I'm like, the worst.
well, it may
Besides,
take a while to find a human of your nature that can actually entice this elven heart of mine, but very well.
Okay. Trust me, it's better this way, because if she found out I didn't say, hey, just things are off and things got more awkward, and she might be a little. She doesn't get mad. She might get maybe a little possessive.
Oh, so you're saying I just
considering
need to kill her then?
she's
Oh,
druid.
Mega
Trust
seems to be
me,
taking over for me some reason. I think I need a wisdom save from you, Jack, as something magical from behind seems to zap you. What's that spell DC? I think it's just a straight 10, right?
Yeah, just a dead.
It's
Yeah.
for what it's worth, it's actually a charisma save, not a wisdom save.
Charisma. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Alright, even
Yeah,
better.
okay. Not
There we go.
happening.
Yeah, I was just going off of quick flash memory. Most stuff is wisdom. That's probably a safe bet. Alright. So it doesn't seem to be working, Kronk. That would have been hilarious. Jack is smiling way too much for this conversation. She's like, are you finding this funny? Is that what this is? Is it funny to you now? But instead, she, no, it's perfectly fine. You may not have told me up front. Then again, you know, we didn't ask the right questions, and that's probably my fault. As I said, it felt good to be asked out, if that means anything. But like I said, the hat is yours for 5 gold. I'm not gonna say no to you on that.
I'll come back for it.
I mean, if that's what you want.
I'll pay full price for it when I get
I'm
back.
not. Look, I'm not even mad. Okay,
Can I insight that?
Yeah, make an
Is she
insight
mad?
check. Okay, look, Mega's portrayal of this woman is mad. Mine is different. Don't worry. But she's pissed. She must be hiding it. She's hella pissed.
No, like I honestly like. I sometimes just like really like just like that kind of like trope. It's just like, oh, so that's how it is then. Well, I'll be back in a second. I need to purchase a butcher's knife and.
Not another one.
I mean, you did say you were gonna die again. I heard you. But no, I have to honor the other trope where I need to quit making all these badass bitches. So you know, I gotta conserve before I come out with a new badass bitch. So
Now hold on. There's a difference between the badass bitch trope and the
vindictive
and the yandere
ex-girlfriend.
trope.
I guess you're right. Well, still, I don't see her as a yandere. So, like, let's be real. She's been around a while, and it's not like this. To be honest, the fact that you were blunt and actually said it allowed enough for her to understand you without question. Kind of like made her respect the fact that, okay, this is what it is. And yeah, she just kind of like tells you, no, if you want, I told you 5 gold. I still see you as a friend, so if nothing else, that offer's still on the table.
Bonus action makes Shield smile.
I'll come back for the hat, and I'll pay full price plus other stuff I may need.
Jack, she just takes it out of the box and puts it on your head. Get out of here. She gives you the hat.
I'm gonna give her a platinum.
She gives it back. It's like, it's a gift to a friend.
Alright. Thank you.
Well,
Christopher has now cast Levitate on Jack, unless he wants to resist.
do you really? Well, alright. Jack, do you resist?
Crazy. I must go. My people need me.
So I mean, I don't usually hear Mecha joke about actually casting spells. So do you resist, Jack?
Of course I'm gonna resist.
You're gonna resist.
All right, then roll a con save.
Yeah, roll a con versus his spell DC. Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. So you feel the magic of somebody coming after you. You resist it, and he does not levitate.
I just put my offhand like on the hand crossbow and take a glance at the others and mouth, to which only Vol will understand, knock it off.
Vol just goes leaning over to Christopher and goes like, not a good time. He's trying to be better. Wait till it's Smith or Smoth, then do it then.
Just as a message to Vol. He's literally making it worse by just staying there awkwardly.
I have a solution. Vol just walks over and goes pats Jack. It's like, Jack, we don't got any more time. Gotta go.
Alright, I'm coming. Y'all should have just waited outside.
Oh no, we could not miss this. By the way, weren't you supposed to get a sack with stitching or something?
Sheila, if you don't walk out the door, I'm gonna shoot you.
What? Is he threatening me?
Yes. Listen, I'm sorry. idiots.
No, it.
Trunk's gonna walk up to Jack.
Athletics and make an escape. Acrobatics or athletics.
I just want to like, as he says idiots, he can like feel the aura of Kronk approaching.
Yeah. Oh wow, you slip out from underneath Kronk. He is a slippery one today.
I just pat Jack on the back to point through the door. It's like, the longer you wait, the more physical we get.
All right, I'm coming. Sure, Kronk would. Point to Shella and Christopher. All right, everyone. I'll be back. Sometime.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be nice to see you when you come back. So come back alive, all right? I can get rid of this creepy music. I think we're good now.
You're not my first boyfriend in the last 300 years.
Yeah. Not the last either.
Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so she watches you leave as you are given the hat that she given you. And you could tell that hat was made with pure love because it just looks so spiffy on you. Matches your trench coat, adds a little accent with the black band. It's just kicking it.
It would match my trench coat, but I don't have that anymore.
Ah. Too bad you didn't wait around. She probably would have had one in the back for you.
That would have just made it. It's like, well, now I have to pretend I'm not married. Have two marriages at once. One with a wild lady and one with an elf.
I mean, if you could juggle it, and those deception checks, you can handle it. Go for it.
Meanwhile, at the Winged Steel Vipers, do you think this trench coat makes my butt look big?
I'm not gonna lie. You can't pull off a trench coat. I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
We might have to seam it up a little bit. It's a little bit longer unless you come up with a taller body frame. It definitely looks a little too short, or you look a little too short for it.
I can make a stone podium, and you can stand on it.
It's not going to help when he walks away. I need someone who can be intimidating when they walk.
You do make a fair point. Also, why are we friends again?
I am checking up on my people. Did you forget that I have people here that I check up on? Anyway. Yeah, that was the end, by the way, in case you were confused.
No, that's how I was trying to make the joke. It's like, why are we friends again?
Because you like me. And I said so.
Understand. Have a nice day.
Alright.
We'll just do something sweet, though, and just kind of, like, pat Jack on the back and go, like, did the right thing.
Well, it would have happened faster if y'all weren't there messing it up. Not you, Kronk. You did good.
Small smile.
But Kronk went in and tried to give you a hug.
I mean, did you want me to leave you alone? Sound like you were kind of squirming.
It's more like Sheila and Christopher not making things better.
Shella is a special case. Christopher
is also a special case, yeah.
Vo? You're supposed to call me Master. Remember, I'm your senior.
Actually, apart from the potential levitate, Christopher literally said nothing. Mega said a lot of things, but Christopher said shit.
Full size goes like, yes, Master Shella.
Oh, wow. That feels good. All right, well, let's be off. That's kind of like why she's been trying to lead more. She's like, all right, let's go.
Kind of like, I just imagine it's like being dragged away by a toddler.
Let's be on our way. Anyway, you guys make your way back to the cart, I guess. Is that it? Are we ready now? What's next on the agenda?
If we're traveling, I'm gonna finish off with my breathing technique, so I get to finally level 3. I think. Level 3, yeah.
Hey, I think Shella will be practicing as well.
So yeah, I have done it 25 times, which means I go up the next level.
All right, let me take a look at this. There it is. So, let's see. At second level, you're at second level? Is that right?
I thought it was third level.
Or
Like,
okay,
is Shella
so
at third level?
are,
I'm
yeah,
matching her
she's
level now.
yeah, she's almost to 4. So you got your total usage is at 25 then?
It's now 26.
All right, so yeah, you'll be officially 3, and at 3, let's see here if there's anything that happens at 3. You've already picked your first path though, right?
Yep,
And
fire.
that was fire. All right. I believe your DC goes up by 1. So
So what would the
it'll
DC be now?
DC will be 11 on anything cast through your Way of the Wind. Damage skills go up only at level 4, so you don't get that yet. 4 and 8, so you're still in the same damage range or healing range, depending upon what you got. And
How
then
much damage? Just double checking.
I believe it's a D10 at the moment.
All right, D10.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Absolutely. All right, yeah. So for those who don't know, we are trying a homebrewed, not technically a subclass, but it's like a add-on for any class, and it's just called the Way of the Wind. And it's basically using the wind element and being keen with it, and then transferring that element into other elements and walking the paths, as it's called, or known as steps. So like if you're looking at my character sheet for Shella, she's got 0 steps left of 4, and then that will probably go up when she levels up as well. So there you go. We'll see how this continues. This is definitely an alpha test as well. So as you guys are also preparing to, we said we're leaving though, right? We
Yes.
see
Yes.
we see Shella messing with one of the shards she's collected on her journey, and she attaches a silvery, misty looking shard to the top of her staff, and it just kind of like plink and attaches to it. Oh, all right. I think I'm ready. This is going to be fun.
Let's get this party started then, shall we?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to copy paste this so I don't forget to use this feature.
Let's do
And-
this, Sally. And let's do this Red Rocking Riding Racer.
All right. As you guys begin
I
your
didn't expect
journey,
your name.
as you begin your journey on the roads leading to the crossroads and eventually to Marcella, we're going to go ahead and take our first break. And we're going to take about 5-10 minutes, get a drink, use the restroom, do some stuff, and we will be right back. I'll get StreamRaiders caught up, and yeah, stay tuned, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get that break done, and BR to the B. We are back from our break here, slowly getting everybody turned back on volume-wise. Alright, everybody in Discord, just a quick hello, double check the meters.
Hello.
Oh,
Daddy!
There we go. It works. Perfect. Well, I congratulate Dead Meat on all those gifted subs and making Kazuya's pet Twitch the F out. For the record, that got her from, I believe, 850 to 865. So about 15 levels on a 10 sub goal. How about that? Nice. Nice. Alright, but let's rejoin our party as we were leaving Shandora, traveling the road. Alright, so basically, who wants to keep watch as you guys are making your journey as we get...
I mean, I'm always driving the cart, so I could do watch, unless someone else wants to join on top of the front, you know?
I mean, Arthur would be keeping an eye out because he's in a forest right now, doesn't want to get ambushed. Looking for a
Right.
specific someone right now.
Alright, so yeah, go ahead. Either or one have advantage, that don't matter to me.
We'll give advantage to Arthur then.
All right. Make it happen, Arthur.
Will do.
Dun-dun-dun.
Anyways.
All right. 15,
18?
or 18, I mean. You proceed a good... Let's see here. I need to double check what time we left exactly. We got here kind of early in the morning, right? Turning in Cannon, and maybe a couple of those things took a few hours, right? We're probably around noon is when we left the city proper. Does that sound okay with everybody?
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Probably,
And
yeah, probably like maybe a little closer to 1 or 2, but yeah.
yeah, just a rough estimate. So as you guys are making the journey, like Paulina, like she has this knapsack that she carries with her with like rations that she had prepared, and she offers them up to everybody. So whoever needs a ration, Paulina has you for the day, so you don't have to worry about using any of your own. And as Arthur's like keeping an eye, the excitement, as it were, for the day is there are several trade shipments coming into Shandora. As you notice, like a few wagons filled with materials like lumber, probably some ores. With that perception check, you pick up a few of these containing, rare minerals. Just by the looks, like there's like a big old crate on one of them that just kind of like the flap comes open for a moment, and you can see what looks like a bunch of black igneous stones just kind of like stacked in the back, and then somebody just quickly overlaps it as they kind of like keep watch over the stock. So you see a lot of this stuff coming in. That one cart just kind of like catching your eye for whatever reason, but other than that, like the journey will continue beyond this unless you want to interact with those carts in any way. What do you want to do,
Nope.
Arthur? Nope.
I just
Can't
nod and
tempt the
keep going.
rogue, can I? Can't tempt the rogue with coal. Got it. All right. So yeah, the rest of the trip for about 7 hours or so, you're able to continue by daylight, and at which time it gets close to a time to bed down. So like, if anybody wants to make a survival to find a good camp spot at this point, and Moonbeam, I need you to roll a d10 because Lexi is an evil woman.
What? All right, let's
No.
see. I got a 1.
One.
What did
You
I get?
you get advantage on the next roll that you have to make.
You scared me there. I thought you were.
I
gonna
know,
give me
I
a
know.
bang.
No, she gave you a boon. She using that discounted boon by being a viewer. All right, I'll go ahead and eat those clusters from her. And yeah, you guys, yeah, Kronk finds a spot, and then once you kind of like all get to this spot, you realize like there's a lot of rocks everywhere. Like anywhere you start to set something down, you can feel like small pebbles beating into your back. This is just a very rocky situation Kronk has delivered you onto.
But there is good shade.
Fair enough, I'll give you that. There's good shade, but the entire place is rocky as all get out. And no matter how much cleanup you do, it just, another rock just, damn it, I thought I got it all.
At least, like, we'll be like, at least I could make a fire pit pretty easily with all these rocks. Pulls out her shovel. And starts, like, moving the rocks to make a fire pit.
Easily enough, yep. And set up camp in this shabby looking area. Like, it's not too far off the road, but then again, it's not too far off the road either. So, as you guys set up camp and prepare yourselves for a long rest, do you want to do watches, or do we want to generalize the night with one roll?
I mean, I never say no to watches because I could always roleplay with someone.
Yeah, absolutely. I like doing those interactions too. That's why I wanted to like offer it up. All right. Well, who wants to be on first watch?
I am an early riser, so I'd rather do third watch. If that's alright.
All right, Vol's on third. So who's on first, though? Come on, guys, you gotta speak up.
Hi, here he is.
What? No, that's not what I heard. What, do you want first watch or not, Kronk? Shella's trying to
I
boss you.
heard that. Who's on first?
Oh.
Yes,
well,
I do believe that who's already on first.
I didn't know Benedict was in this campaign. Anyway. She kind of like gives you a dumbfounded look. She's like, but Kronk, I need to know who wants first. Watch, not first base.
I guess if he's on first base, I'll take first watch.
Okay, Kronk, thank you. You're a pal and a saint. So I got Kronk up first. Who's on second? No, that's on first. No, damn it, Kronk, shut up. No, sorry. All right, so who wants second watch? Or if anybody wants to join Kronk, you're welcome to do so. And I need Christopher to roll a d10.
Doop doop doo doop doop doo.
Ooh, that's a
Vive.
5, dude. Okay, for the next hour, you gain all resistances. So no matter what damage you take, it's at half. Like, I can't hit him enough as it is.
Does he just start sparkling like one of those Twilight vampires suddenly?
The light of Illumina shines extra bright now through his soul. So yeah, he kind of like lights up a little. He's like a mini nightlight. I'll take it Christopher's on second watch then, okay? Get your Twilight
I was going to
out of
actually
my...
do for second watch, so.
Yeah. Get your Twilight out of my Elsparia. I will not have this. So we got Kronk up first. We got Christopher on second. We can go a total of 4 watches if we want, or we can go to 3. Does anybody want to double up, or Paulina will... I don't know. I'll roll random for Paulina, but she'll definitely take a watch. So who wants third and fourth? Arthur, Jack, anybody?
Jack, what watch are you taking?
I guess I could take fourth.
One hand. It's usually darts. I guess I shall join
Then
you on
Arthur has
fourth.
his pick of the litter.
Yeah. Arthur on fourth. That means Vol's on third, right?
Right?
Alright, I'm going to decide who Shella and Paulina are going to go with. Since fourth watch is doubled up already, I'm going to roll a d3 for the first one. And Paulina will join Kronk. And then Shella will join third watch, which is Vol. Senpai and student. Master and Padawan. We'll have a conversation when we get to going.
I always do enjoy talking with you, Shella, so don't worry. Let me
Mhm.
first put Chinook up in the tree. He's pretty good. He's pretty delightfully in the night. He's a pretty good alarm for us.
By the way, did we do anything about our other imp? Dorian.
Well, I mean, like, I assume that we skipped over on account of already knowing the result.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of like left him there, and he can stay there until you decide to call him back. So, like, I just like we know what the results are, but when do you call him back? Like, was it along the way, or like is he with us now?
I guess he could have just we probably would have just waited till the end of the day.
All right. Yeah, so like as you were setting up camp, you call him back. Oh, hey, look, we're already preset here. I'll go ahead and get rid of these trees, and then I'll bring over Paulina.
Don't forget Kennen. Did we steal
Oh.
Kennen's body?
Oh yeah, I'll get rid of him. Don't worry.
I'm gonna have Chinook be on constant watch patrol. So if any other creatures besides us enters within 60 feet, Chinook will let us know.
We'll see.
They have echolocation so that they have blind sight with their hearing.
Mm-hmm. I
So
mean,
I'll
do you
put
want
them in
me
the
to
middle.
bother? You want me to bother you with every little thing? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, like, oh damn it, Star! Don't bother me with everything. You get
there
what
are
I'm asking.
there are 3 squirrels in the tree. There's 2 owls in the air. There's an owl that just soared by. Uh, Chinook is just going crazy with information. Like, I mean, I can give you it all if you want.
People just has to tune it out when they sleep, and then it's like they'll wake up and be like, Chinook says, it's like everybody goes like, oh yeah, Chinook's very quiet. It's like, no, they're not.
They just remind me of Shella.
It's like, Shella, do you remember the game I taught you?
Yeah, I remember.
I taught Chinook that.
Oh. So who won? Alright, so we got
Cole just distantly looks away.
So we got a campfire over here. We can do our watch. We got so first watch is Kronk by himself? Or wait, no, Paulina.
He's with Paulina.
Yeah, so Kronk and Paulina Kronk is doing his due diligence. I think he's looking for stuff. Is that what we're doing, Kronk?
Yes, sir.
What are we looking for?
Oh, the usual foodstuffs.
Foodstuffs? Alright, make that survival as you wander around the outskirts of this rocky forest that you're in. 16, you might find some wild onions, some berries. Should I make them roll nature to see if they're poisonous? Thank you, IPA Lot with the rate of 3. Hey, every little bit counts. Thanks a lot, guys. Welcome. Oh wow, somebody with a name similar to mine. Alright, so yeah, you find definitely a lot of random herbs, but more or less like you find like blackberries and wild green onions just kind of like growing around the nearby vicinity. But other than that, food's kind of scarce. Like medicinal herbs, if you're wanting a number, we'll say like 2 stems of ginseng.
Kronk will hand out the berries to whoever wants them.
All right. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Kronk. And Shella like takes one.
Kronk will make up a potato and carrot stew, or something of that manner.
Oh, well, give me another survival, Kronk, as you're cooking. Let's put that survival to the test. And yeah, so Kronk is able to make a very filling potato stew for everybody, especially with the added onion slices and stuff. So everybody does it once again. Like, even though Paulina already gave you a ration, now you are definitely given a full meal with Kronk's assistance, and it is very good, very yummy. So as you guys,
I kind of wish I was just gonna say I wish I knew how to cook.
oh, it's very easy, Vol. You just need a fire.
I mean, I could cook. Just Kronk's good at it. Was Kronk a chef when he got here or something?
I think I recall a wonderful seafood party we had once.
Oh, how did that go?
Let's not talk about that one.
Well, wait, wasn't it the one on the
We
shore
talk
of
about the other
Timor?
one.
Yeah, the other one, the one on Timor Shore. the
Right.
one next to- yeah,
Of course. That yes, that was that was very delightful. Yes.
And then there was the one on the ship, but that was kind of a.
Really just rockets over to. Nah, yeah.
Flashback to Kronk giving Christopher a taste of, what was it, puffin?
Fugu.
Bad fish. Poison. Instantly killed him. But we brought it back because, we love Christopher. All right.
So I am a little embarrassed to say, but when you spent well, really all of your life having others cook for you, it's I never quite learned.
Well,
I mean,
like I've been taught, and as I teach unto you, Vol, practice makes perfect.
I ate fancy food before. It's just that when I started growing up, that wasn't a thing anymore. And my taste buds kind of dropped after military things, you know? They kind of just make you eat the same thing over and over.
Well, it's not to say that, well, how best to put this? Lillian had me on a special diet. And that was every time that she was on a diet, I was expected to follow as well.
we're trying this new diet out, and I need you to also enjoy it, because if you don't and I don't, then we're just gonna have to try something new next week.
And then, of course, public appearances, we didn't eat anything for 2 days. I hated those days.
You're much smaller than you need to be. Now hurry up and get in this. We are not small enough.
I really didn't have that issue with where I'm from, so that sounds very uncomfortable.
So I had to very frequently replace my pillows, as I found sometimes I would wake up in the morning and find that it had been burst open.
What? Your pillow burst open? Why did that happen?
I had a few guesses. Just like awkwardly looking down. Just it's like in his heart he knows, but he can't say it out loud.
Huh?
Insight?
Yeah, I guess. Deception check? Along with the
To
insight?
join?
Sure. Like, we're all enjoying this story, right? And I'm trying to help chat out by letting everybody know
I'm
who's
not
who.
gonna be Christopher.
You know what would be hilarious? If Shella gets it.
Shalla!
I will insight Chris.
Oh,
Oh,
No, that's not her.
that's
That's not
Jack!
her. That's Jack.
Oh, okay.
You guys got too
Aw,
excited way too
damn.
quickly. I got a 4. She adds a 0 to that. But at least it's not negative. Whose token am I working on next? You know, let's get
So
Kronk's
Jack
name up.
knows. Or at least Jack kind of has an idea of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jack, you know that he more than likely was like gnawing on his pillow at night due to hunger.
Hunger pains are rough.
You poor boy.
Anyways, let's talk about something else.
But no.
I love this campfire we got going on here.
We can talk about something else if you like. I'm not gonna lie though, like, thinking about food just makes me want to eat more of your food cooking, Kronk. Can I have seconds?
I think there is enough for a little bit for everyone else.
I'll take a bit of that. I haven't eaten this since, you know, one of my comrades cooked for us. Well, one of my comrades.
All right. All right. Let's see here. And like Shella's like fixated on her staff with the new little shard on the end of it. But what are you guys doing?
Or till, like, I have to go to bed and then try to do stuff? Probably just doing the usual routine I used to do when I was in the army. Kind of just, like, cleaning up the armor, making it nice and shiny, folding clothes, keeping everything tidy. Even though I'm carrying most of my stuff, but you know.
Shella kind of like walks away from the camp and she's like got her thumb out and she's measuring distance.
Shella, what are you doing over there?
Oh, practicing. I'm trying a new trick.
Is this trick going to burn down the forest?
Oh, no. Everything's fine. She's gonna use Meta Magic Distance spell on a Cure Wounds and just cast it at Kronk. Kronk, if you were hurt, you would have healed for 6, but that's not the reason why she did it. And as she cast it, her staff, the new little gem she has at the top, starts to glimmer and glow, and then all of a sudden she disappears from that location and appears right between Paulina and Vol. Aha! It worked! It worked! It worked! It worked! She jumps up and down excitedly. Ah, dang! Where did she come from? And Paulina, like, noticing Shella appearing right behind her.
Did she do a wizard thing?
Yes. Well, no, sorcerer thing. Cause I'm a sorcerer, Vol. Gosh, you should keep up. Like, I understand you need to learn things, but you gotta keep up. You gotta keep up with your studies. But as your senior, I'll make sure to tell you that, my queen. But
I'll say above table in Vol's defense. Just in Vol's defense, like, I'm literally in a campaign where somebody legit did not know which class I was playing for 6 whole sessions. Despite all of the evidence pointing to the class in question.
Well, I'm playing Vol in a sense, like, everyone that was a spellcaster just looked the same to her.
Right.
So, like, sorcerers, mages, bards, it's kind of like, she didn't really pay attention. She just knows, like, I know what magic looks like. I know what kind of magic you cast.
Okay.
But you all look the same.
For one, Kronk, do you feel better?
I had an itch, but it's gone now.
You're welcome. I cast Cure Wounds from over 25 feet away. I could have got further, but the horses were in the way. And then, as soon as I used my Mitatika Maka, my gem started to glow, and then I was able to raise the staff and jump through space and time and appear here before you in my magical glory. Ta-da!
The itch is gone.
You're very welcome, Kronk. Okay.
Kinda wish I had a trick like that. But, you know. Good job, Shella.
Maybe tomorrow I'll try this other shard out. She is walking around with these 2 shards and I'm just now playing with them.
I also want to imagine just like puts one shard on one end of a stick and puts the other shard on the other end of the stick and
Wait,
then just, flips
that?
it around.
Can I do that? I'm gonna do that right now. She adjusts her staff and puts the other shard on the other end.
Now it's a baton.
Yes. How appropriate. I can conduct better now. See, Vol, I'm going to be able to teach you many new things soon because of this experience.
Good to know. I'll make sure to pay attention. Also, to Kronk building a little Chanook statue, she won't show with her face, but the shield will just automatically just have a nice, cute smile. It's like, oh, it's so adorable. I love it.
A blushy face. Blushy smile. Yeah.
And the smithing tools is just the upkeep of armor and whatnot.
Fair enough. Yeah. Nothing. I don't think any of your armor and stuff could break because it's magical for the most part, right?
I mean, I could sharpen my blades. I got plenty of whetstones.
Well, either way, yeah. Either way. So first watch comes around, right? At this point, like, it is time to bed down. Wow, there are so many rocks here. As Shella, like, rolls out her bedroll and gets really comfortable because she can handle it.
It had some good fireworking stuff, though.
Vol smiles and goes like, I'll gladly take that. Chinook would like that if Chinook understand what you did. But I understand. I'll have to pay you back, Kronk. Maybe I'll have to make you something.
I would appreciate that. Gifts are always nice.
Jack, do you want my blanket? You look like you might be dying there.
I'm fine. Keep the blanket for yourself.
Alright. Sets up her stuff and just gets ready for her shift later.
Yep. So Kronk and Paulina on first shift, right?
Yeah.
All right. So as everybody kind of like beds down, Paulina's kind of been like working on a tea that she brought with her, and she's kind of like filling up a glass and hands you a cup and herself a cup, just kind of like keep the chill in the air away, as it is getting a little bit colder. I believe we're still like at the late end of fall, so it's definitely a little bit chillier around here. So here you go, Kronk, handing you off like a cup of warm green tea. And she starts to take a sip and take a look around. Do you want to make the perception check at advantage?
Sure. Oof.
Perfect. Okay. For the most part, the watch goes by without any troubles that you can detect. From looking around, keeping an eye on everybody, there's no wildlife animal that seems to be coming closer to your fire or anything of that nature. No sounds of any creatures of humanoid nature coming around. It seems pretty quiet. Is there anything you want to talk to Paulina about, or you just want to go to the next watch?
After flavor, Kronk's just gonna make some like animal shapes and stuff out of the fire if he can.
She watches you as you kind of like play with the flames and offers a half smile and just kind of like looks towards you. And she kind of like raises a hand, right? And as your fire is like making these strange shapes, she kind of like creates a mage hand that just kind of like wafts through it. And she's just showing that she can like mess with the flames in a way too, but nothing too dramatic. Just kind of like playing with the fire with you.
Kronk will make a little hand and try to smack the mage hand.
She gives you a high five. And the fiery hand and the mage hand clap together. She offers a slight little giggle. Well, this is fun. Is this what all the adventurers do?
No, sometimes they just snore and you can't concentrate.
Coming from Sheila. Oh, that one over there, she's a ball of fun, isn't she?
She definitely makes the adventures more interesting some days.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, I really do hope I'm not getting in the way, but being able to check in on this order is definitely good for business. So it's nice to get out every now and then. I appreciate you guys allowing me to join you.
We always welcome friends to come with us.
Oh, that's sweet. We're friends. I like that. Yeah, friends and adventure. It definitely has that. What is the word? Like a drive towards it, you know? Like it definitely feels like something you can work towards, or you know, like I've been stuck at the tavern for a couple years. Be honest, I wasn't thinking about going on an adventure until my tavern was literally attacked by a flaming lizard. But this is nice.
I saved a man from some quicksand and
Oh,
I thought I could help more people like him.
where are you from, Kronk? Like, I don't think I hear you talk about yourself very much around your friends.
I was born in the Southern Isles, but I moved to Timor swamps to find some more herbs.
Mm. And you got family still down there in the Southern Isles, or?
I think they are still there, but we do not write each other.
Oh, that's a shame. Like, do they, like, do you all like leave at some point, or is there like a family home you can go back to check, or?
My aunt and uncle might still be there, but I don't know if my brothers and sisters went to find their own things.
I noticed you saying aunts and uncle. Is your mom and dad? She just kind of like pauses, just checking you.
I do not know my aunt and uncle. They raised me since I was an egg.
Oh, uh, sorry if that's not a sore subject, is it? I didn't want to. I mean, I'm probably being too nosy.
I wish I knew them, but you can not miss what you never knew.
I suppose that's true. Gee, I sure hope my background noise is not picking up the bathroom. I'm sorry, that was more out of character on that last part. Anyway, she kind of like gives your flaming hand again another high five and just kind of like smiles towards you. The company is definitely a welcome sight. Do you ever think about going back to the Southern Isles and checking up on your family, or?
I am sure they are fine, but going home is not high on my list.
Alright. Well, hopefully we can all see our loved ones again soon. And she kind of like looks down at the flames. It'll be a while before I could ever see mine, but, you know. I suppose that's part of the adventuring, right? Like, you make new friends and become new family, right?
Yes, I'm finding much more family with this group. And Gronk will look over at Christopher and Shella.
That's nice. Okay. So, you're not the first turtle I've ever seen, but definitely having a conversation with you, I just want to ask, like, are all turtles like you, Kronk? Like, don't get me wrong, I respect the fact that you have this very well articulation towards your speech, and you are very kind and an endearing person. I just wonder, like, what's your brother like? Like, are your sisters? Like, are they anything like you, or do they do crazy things on their own? Like, do they have their own personality?
They are not quite of the land as I am, but we got along all right. There was some fighting like any family, but I still love them.
It must be nice to have siblings. I never really. Well, I'm an only child. You know, it's just the luck of the draw. But, you know, my mom and dad, they love me enough.
Maybe you're a cousin of Christopher's. He was an only child as well.
I don't know about that, but would be exciting to find out. Who knows? You might be onto something.
He has a very interesting past.
Well, maybe I'll ask him about it next time I catch him on a watch. But I guess we don't see anything, do we, Kronk? No problems, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she like puts her hand over her eyes and looks out like, I'm doing this right? Like I'm supposed to keep a watch and just kind of like glance out and stuff?
I'll use Kronk will use control flames again to make the fire bigger for a minute to extend their sight range.
And she smiles as you kind of like do then offer the light. Yeah, and then at that point, your watch does come to an end unless there's like any last minute things you and her want to talk about.
Kronk generally doesn't open conversation, so.
Yeah, so she's just kind of like, she feels like she pried a little too much, but she definitely enjoyed hearing your conversation. But feeling her own little discomfort for asking for too much information without offering much, she does kind of like shell up a bit and continues to take her watch kind of seriously. Like, she's definitely new at this part of adventuring, but your watch does come to an end and you're able to wake up the next pair, which is Shella and Vo, I believe, right?
Oh, that should be Christopher.
Or is it Christopher? Is that right? I'm just trying to remember.
It is. It would be
Yeah,
Christopher.
That's right. That's right. So Christopher and Dorian, I guess. So yeah. I guess I'll go wake up Christopher then. She kind of like says to Kronk.
Be gentle, he is a light sleeper.
Hey, watch this, Kronk. And she just kind of like walks over to Christopher, kneels down, and kind of like pushes his shoulder and say, "Hey, cousin, want to wake up? Wake up, cuz."
What?
Oh, Kronk thinks we might be cousins, so I thought it'd be kind of funny if I called you cuz.
Remind me, like what is her her eye and hair color? Just
Let's see here. I could probably show you, right? Like if I share her character sheet, it should definitely show you like just the picture. It's like light brown hair. Very lovely picture, by the way. I did good on finding that one. All right, show to players. Let me see if I can do this. So does that show you?
yeah.
There you go. She's a very lovely adventuring barkeep.
Just like the blonde hair, blue-eyed individual looks at the dark hair, dark-eyed individual, and just
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't
what?
think
We'll
we're
humor
cousins
him.
either. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, like she mentally kind of like says to you, like you even hear it in your head, like, yeah, I know we're not cousins, but maybe it'd be fun for him to think so.
It's just like so well then I trust that everything went well. Cuz.
Yeah. Oh yes, cuz, and talking out loud again. We took this watch very seriously, and she looks around like she's looking out again, and we didn't spot anything. So no news is good news, right, cuz?
So yes, certainly. At the very least, we aren't being raided by Yonti again.
Wait, yeah. Oh, and she kind of like, yeah. Though to be fair, I don't think that Yanti cost me too much trouble. But he was with that lizard folk that day. I'll never forget that day. And she just kind of like stumbles or mutters off as she stumbles away from you. No, good night, cuz. And she kind of like haphazardly waves at you.
Christopher just really confused, just thinking to himself, like, I'm sure there's a story there, but
We'll have to pick up on that on another time, aren't we? But so yeah, Christopher, you and Dorian then?
yeah, I just want to imagine just like I imagine he does this most nights, but I like to imagine that like whenever Dorian is on watch, like he literally just sits himself inside the fire and just kind of
Hey, I just gotta roast the bum real quick, boss, before we do anything too strenuous. You know, it's getting a little bit chillier out here, and, you know, I just gotta be ready with that. And he kind of, like, whips his tail around, and it kind of, like, snaps in direction. We hear a soft little... Ah, yeah, that's right. Nice and toasty. Just, re-invite the ideal that these guys are immune to fire.
well, to be real, Dorian is resistant to a lot of things, but then also immune to a couple things. Like
Yeah.
they are stupidly sturdy for what they are.
Exactly.
But
yeah, it's definitely an interesting piece that you get away with as a warlock. But at any rate, all right, boss, what are we doing tonight?
So, well, it's just our turn for watching. So
All right.
you never know what's wandering around.
Is that Chinook I see up there in the tree?
Yes,
Clap, clap.
taking their usual spot.
All right, I'll go up there and and he goes up there and kind of like climbs on top of Chinook's back. It's like, all right, Chinook, let's do a flyby. Like he can
Flap, flap,
fly
flap,
on his
flap.
own, but yeah, he uses the bat to fly around. So you want Dorian to make one, and you make one, or do you want to make it with advantage?
We'll make it separate. I mostly just to see like who's paying more attention.
All right. I will do Dorian for you. So I think he just
Okey
rolls
doke.
a straight wisdom, right?
Yeah, for him it's a straight wisdom. They do not get
Ooh.
perception.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, let's see. Like it's.
Christopher was not paying much attention.
All right. So let me see if anything happens on this watch. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what time it is. Okay, I see what time it is. I see exactly what time it is. Dorian replies back
Suddenly, a golden dragon starts descending from the sky.
You know what? That's fair. Let me roll on the table. Roll me a D100. Roll 100.
I will laugh it's a 100, but
Yeah, you roll it. I'm gonna get the table out. Tell me what I got. What am I looking at?
62.
62. All right. We were gonna look at forest encounters here at the 5 to 10 level range. I believe we are. So 62. Reroll. I got the same one as the right before the drop.
79.
Nice. Okay. He kind of like looks on from the top of Chinook, and he goes, "Hey, boss, I can't help but realize, you know that tree that's giving us shade? Was it always smiling that much?"
Wait, it was smiling. Like turns his head toward it.
Yeah, and then as you kind of like look at it, and the fires of the flames kind of like flicker towards it, like I would say like it's probably like right here. So like these trees aren't accurate, but as you look at it, it looks like a carved wizened face in this tree. An old tree with a wizened face carved into the trunk.
Cautiously, like Christopher walks up to the tree and kind of even like waves his hand in front of it.
The face is unfazed.
So takes his staff and kind of like taps it with it.
Doesn't respond. Though I was thinking about playing a prank, but I gotta remember, we're playing D&D. I don't want to give you too much fun. Not on this. No, the tree just seems... Like, you take a closer look after you kind of like tap it, and then it looks like somebody literally took time to add an artistic feature to this tree and make a wizened face out of the bark next to it. Judging from the height of the face, they must stand anywhere between 5'5" and 6 feet. So it's kind of like elevated to that level where, you know, like if you reach out. But Dorian...
Well, now that Christopher is like at least less concerned that this tree is like actually a thing, it's like a... But it is quite an interesting piece now that I think about it.
Yeah, Chinook lands on your shoulder with Dorian atop of... What was it, boss?
Well, it seems to be just as you said. It's just a tree with a face on it. Albeit...
Oh. I thought it might be one of those other trees that were like sticking in the middle of the road the other day, but okay, cool. Somebody got bored, huh?
So, well, I suppose everyone interacts with nature in their own way. Although, I'm not sure if I should point this out to Crunk or not. I'm not sure whether he'd be appreciative, upset.
I kind of wish that would have rolled for him on his chat. And then it starts to move its mouth, and you hear Maple Bacon say hi. Okay.
I heard that one of your companions got maple syrup. Give it to
well,
me.
I'm a little bit thirsty. Could you, Alright, but yeah, that is like the most exciting thing on your watch, and Dorian just kind of like free falls with Chinook a few times and kind of like, plays chicken with the ground with him. Hey, pause, check this out. Yeah, well, pull up. Yeah, there you go. Last minute.
I'm not sure if I should be impressed or concerned by how good you're getting at that.
I know, I mean, I could be doing this myself, but hey, why should I do all the work?
Chirp, chirp.
This bat's trying to beat its wings. But yeah, your watch does come to an end, and you can wake up the next one whenever you're ready.
It's, Shella.
Yeah, I'll hold your hand. Sorry, Christopher, what would you want? Oh, kind of lost myself there.
It's your turn, Shella.
Oh, yes, most definitely. And Dorian starts to shake, Volo awake. Hey, Vo, get up. Can you wake her up?
After you do the 52 card pickup, looks at him.
He disappears.
Damn it.
And Chinook's on your nose.
Pat Chinook on the head.
Yep. He,
Been with me for a while. Gets up.
You can't help but notice Chinook is kind of like out of breath.
Just put Chinook on top of my head and just pat him, going like, "You did good. I'll take over your shift."
All right, it squeaks happily for your reply there. And Shella kind of like joins over with you. Oh, okay, Vo, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I'm kind of used to doing this kind of gist of things, you know.
Yeah.
Feel like I
well,
breathe better though, because of what Nitty taught us.
Oh, yes, most definitely. You had to keep up with the practice. Make sure you learn your steps and make sure you get them used and increase in power. And she starts just saying random shit that doesn't even make sense at this point.
She's good. Vol's gonna kind of respond as like, well, Shell, I'm trying, but for me, I don't know if Nitty noticed or anything, but it's harder for me to do these kind of exercises for long periods of time.
Don't worry. With my help, as your senior, I will get you where you need to be.
Now take this milk and deliver it to that house over there.
The fuck? Why is there a house there? Wait, where the fuck did Shella go?
And you have until this time to get it done. Alright. But no. Do you want to roll the perception at advantage, or do you want to split it? How do you want to do it?
I'll do it at advantage. Although,
Right,
I'm gonna roll it anyway with advantage because of my boon.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, you know what? I would say since it gets advantage anyway, you can hold on to that.
Alright!
Like
I'll keep the roleplay going after... go ahead.
Yeah. No, I want you to go ahead and roll this so we can determine what else is happening. Alright, and then I will roll to see if anything's happening. This will be on a 18 or higher. Alright. So,
I
for the most
appreciate
part...
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, for the most part, you guys just kind of like find yourselves lulled into the night. It's pretty quiet, but yeah, you may continue.
I appreciate the thought, Shella. But sadly, it just will take me longer.
Oh, don't worry,
You know?
I'll make sure that you don't fall too far behind.
That's a nice thought. You know, not gonna lie, I was not expecting to have this twist of fates of meeting everybody. But I kinda like everyone so far now.
Oh, that's great. I mean, Jack's a little bit of an asshole, but he could grow on you.
He already grew on me.
Oh no,
saying,
are you
like-
okay?
No,
Like
no,
a
Shella, I
mushroom?
don't.
Do we need to pick something, or did he give you a mole?
I'm okay, Shella. He
Oh,
already
well.
gave me plenty enough from my experience.
That's right. You two were holding hands way too long one time.
Blushes and goes like, but
And that was
Christopher's-
the most they ever did.
As far as Shella knows, right?
Christopher just, I'm not. Oh God, I got embarrassed.
See, this is why he needs to. No, go ahead.
But Vol's gonna just sit there embarrassed and go like, but besides Jack, Kronk and Christopher are pretty nice people. Like, Christopher,
Oh,
you can kind of
most
see him being a young man, yeah. Just,
She sighs deeply.
What's wrong?
I mean, a girl will never forget her first heartbreak, Vol.
oh, you had a crush on him?
No, he broke it off with me. We can no longer hold hands. You open up a wound.
Before she really cries too loudly, Vol just kind of pulls her in and gives her a hug. And just kind of goes like,
Shut
it's
up. No.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like, it's alright. It's alright.
Oh, okay. No, I can handle myself. Oh, I can handle it.
Alright.
But I don't know.
I mean-
What about Arthur? Do you think he likes me?
I mean, I
mean-
don't see why not, but
I mean, I've heard talks that they wanted me to go on a trip by myself, but now they want to join me every now and then, so I'm happy for that.
well, if you're ever curious, you could just always ask. Like, I don't think that hurts, but I'm not gonna lie, Shella, I have zero experience with this kind of stuff. I think literally kind of
She-
like,
She puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, "Don't worry, Vol. As your senior in both love and the way of the wind, I will lead you to victory. We can get through this together. I will allow you to learn from my experiences."
First step, the easiest way to get a man is a really big net.
if
I
Shella
mean-
really did say that, it's like I would have just responded perfectly with that.
No,
But-
you know what? I'll go with that for a moment. So she's like, this one trick that I used to know back in my clutch. I used to be the trap setter, the trap springer. And every now and then, yeah, I'd go down an alleyway that I knew this one particular kobold was going to go down. And yeah, to show him my love, I'd set the trap to see if he can get out of it. He didn't get out of it very often. It was the only traps that actually worked, too. So that's how to get you a man. Trap him. Yeah.
Why do you give me the same advice as Gretchen did?
Who's Gretchen? Oh, Gretchen. Who's she? Like, I don't really hear you talk about your past troops as much. Either that or I have... She kind of like rubs her ears. Bad hearing, I don't know.
Nah, I really never talked about it because no one really asked. Like,
Oh,
Gretchen was
oh.
just... You know how you have little cliques in your clutch where you just hang out with a certain group? Think of them as like that, but they were like warriors I got to be with, yeah.
She gives you a loud, and then she just nods. Oh, okay.
But she was basically, you could think of it as like the leader of our little clique. And not gonna lie, she was very blunt with everything she said. And what you said, she said exactly. Only
Well, it
instead of
must be
setting up a
sound
trap-
advice. Oh, sorry.
no, it is sound advice if you're an orc. I can't exactly hit people over the head and just take them.
Oh, wait, does that work? She looks at you seriously like, should I try that?
Blushes and kind of goes like, a part of it was just remembering what happened with Jack and her. Just picking up Jack and running off.
Yeah. Huh. I will have to consider this and make sure I give it a try next time. Well, Vo, we're learning from our experiences. See how this works?
Hey, that's just a part of learning, you know?
Indeed, indeed. We are going to become gurus in this field, but I will always be your senior to make sure that I lead you down the right path.
I'll definitely need that based off of what Ninny told me. She kind of says, like, quietly, but not, like, sneakily, just kind of like that it is.
Then I will be your eternal guidance and make sure nothing bad happens to you.
Kind of gives, like, a sad smile and goes like, please do.
I got your back, Vo. Don't you worry. As long as you got my front.
Grab Shella on her stomach and go like, I got your front.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you be in the front, you hit things, and then I'll be in the back and I'll either blow them up or I'll heal you.
Hey, that definitely works, Shella. That definitely works. Wow, my throat died there. Oh my god.
Welcome back.
I just squeaked there.
I think our watch is about done. Should we wake up the others?
Why don't you go wake up Arthur and, I don't know, confirm your suspicions? I'll go wake up Jack.
Okay. So Shella walks over to Arthur's bedroll. Hey, Arthur, got a question, and you're up. I think he's muted, Vo.
He does that often, doesn't he?
Arthur, are you awake? Hey,
Am I going through now?
look.
Yeah,
I
you
was
do.
just-
I can hear ya.
Yeah. She goes, Can I ask you a question before I go to bed?
Sure.
Do you? I don't know. Do you like me, or do you just like me?
It is early in the morning for him. He needs to insight this.
Go for it. I mean, I guess she's making a persuasion here. That plays to her
Do you
strengths.
like me?
Yeah. All right, so yeah, you could get the impression that she's trying to gauge how you feel about her, and maybe as a romantic situation. I mean, I've been getting a lot of mixed signals from you, Arthur, and I was told I should be straight with my feelings and, check people just to make sure that if they have those feelings, I can verify before anything bad happens.
Shall I'm going to be straight with you right now. It is early in the morning.
Yes?
Oh, I have slept on a rock, and
I know, it's comfortable, isn't it?
doable. One person has my interests, and she is long dead. Buried in Timor, and that is that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Arthur, but okay, that's fair.
For you and me, we get along, and he's just gonna pat her on the head.
Oh, okay, well that verifies that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Arthur, I got some mixed signals when we first got, as a group. I mean, sure, I was hanging around with Christopher a lot, but I kept hearing you wanted to send me sailing, and I wasn't sure if you meant that in a good tone or a bad tone, cause I keep missing the context, and I feel like there was some context I wasn't picking up on, but I feel much better now. Thank you, Arthur.
You're welcome. He's going to very slowly get up and just old man get up.
And she'll scurry over to her bedroll where she comfortably falls into a sleep because she loves the rocks.
I slowly go over to Jack and slowly wake him up by pulling out the the functional leak baton and just poke him in the head with it. Hey, Jack,
What?
it's your turn. If you get bored, you can borrow this. Gives Jack the functional leak baton.
Here, this
Just-
is how you use it. Dun 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 dun.
I swear it's magical. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm singing. It's weird. Once you start using it, you kind of forget time.
Well, I expect this kind of crap from Shella. You've been hanging around her too much. You go to sleep.
Hey, boss, I saw this in
Actually-
a scry tube.
I was just chat. Vol's gonna like kind of nod, and all of a sudden she just realizes she stops, nods even harder, like, you might be right.
Yeah. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'm getting up. I'm getting up in 5 minutes.
Kick Jack in the leg.
All right, I'm getting up. I get up.
All right, yeah, you and Arthur kind of like notice each other, but yeah, well, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just Vol's gonna head to bed, just like take off her armor, and just finally, just nap.
All right, so you're doffing your armor. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but I was gonna I might as well. It might be better than sleeping on rocks,
Yep. So Arthur and Jack, you are on the watch, and is there anything you guys want to talk about as we continue?
Arthur, what? Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask. What do you think the chances are that those high-ranking guys of the law are part of Tazreth?
Well, if I think is true, then pretty high. And
Yeah.
also, it's not the least bit surprising. I mean, you saw how many organized bits of crime were there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, bad enough it would have been any organized crime person part of Tazrith, but an actual very high-ranking persons of the law. Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch and a half to deal with.
Yeah, they are.
But that is true. Arthur's gonna, if Jack's not gonna really inquire much more, he's gonna go sit down against a tree and kind of drop his skin, as it were.
Yeah, as you do, you kind of see the carved face of a wizened face in the tree that you're leaning against. Now, when you say drop your skin, are you turning into your changeling form, or?
Yeah, turning back to the true form. Which, for
So-
the benefit... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to let Jack know. I'm not sure if you've seen this form very often, but you see Arthur just kind of shift into this alienish, gray-looking creature.
I think I've seen that once. Back in
Yes.
Yeah.
It was way back at the dinner with Lillian.
Yeah,
That is true.
back when...
Fast food
Yep.
was the thing. And Sebastian
Damn it.
actually kicked ass.
Yes.
For
You
those out
miss
there, this is
Sebastian.
the equivalent of a changeling letting their hair down.
Pretty much, yeah. So as you see Arthur in his changeling form, and I know you guys want to continue conversation, I just want to see if I'm adding to it. Who wants to make a perception check, either at advantage or you can both roll? Up to you. Up to you two.
Both roll.
Yeah,
Sure.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see what we get. 18 and a 19. Nice.
Oh, I need to probably go switch around my equips real quick.
Mm-hmm. probably the sound of hoofs coming from the eastern road leading west in a hurried manner, just kind of like catches your ears as you're kind of like listening and looking, but you know, for a moment you're just kind of like having this moment.
Ah, God damn it. And he is going to switch back into Arthur.
Well, with any luck, there are probably merchants or adventurers doing the thing we're doing, just trying to get through the night.
How fast they're going, who knows? And Arthur's gonna get up, try and start making his way over with a rapier drawn.
The
Keeping it in a protected manner.
So yeah, as you kind of like look down the road, you can kind of like see this rider getting closer and closer towards the road. You know, they're staying on the road and they're getting closer to your camp. And then as you're kind of like glancing at him, you can see like giant saddlebags on the sides of his horse, and kind of like reminds you of like a courier. And this guy is like dressed in like definitely, like, since it's like chillier, they got like a scarf around, they got a hood above, and some heavy cloaks kind of like covering their form. So like being able to discern any like facial features, you don't really see anything. But they quickly just ride in front of your camp, and they seem to be steadfast to keep going.
Oddly carrying 2 lanterns.
Well, at least one. Unless there's anything you want to do with that situation, like that situation just comes and then it's gone, like it just continues going down the road. One by land, 2 by sea. Yeah, the second one was hidden.
Well, I think that's all the excitement we're gonna get tonight. I'm just glad I didn't have to share watch for Sheila, or Christopher, or Vol.
Jack not leaving himself many options after eliminating half the party.
Pauline or Kronk would have been fun, right? Arthur and Jack have any other conversations?
I was muted. Well, Christopher
Welcome
wouldn't have
back.
been too bad, but I could see Shella. And definitely Vol. Make sure neither of them are waking up. What is Kronk doing anyways? Actually, I suppose he does this in his sleep.
Yeah, you see him kind of like paddling his foot out there and just kind of like running in all fours. But Kronk, do you shift into a cat on accident or anything?
Not tonight.
You're not saying?
Not tonight.
Okay, not tonight. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't sure what I heard. Alright, so yeah, so you just see Kronk over there just kind of like barreling through his stream and his shell. Or, you know, just kind of like laying there.
I'm actually curious what he dreams of. Just kind of saying this out in the open.
Maybe he dreams of spear fishing while running on the water? Who knows?
Given what I know of Kronk, it might be more of a wolf running in an open field thing. Maybe.
Meanwhile, in his head, the song is da 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 da. All right, yeah. For the most part, unless you guys want to continue conversing, your watch comes without any further harassments or danger.
I got nothing.
Yeah, Jack would just kind of put his hat on top of Vol's head, around her face, and just kind of entertain himself.
All right. I think that's all the watches too, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So with that, like, day starts to break as early morning webs around and everybody can start to wake up. The watches are over, morning begins, and Vol, it's still dark as soon as you open your eyes.
Alright, gotta take care of the horses. Kinda just like slowly rises out. Doesn't don her armor yet. She just kinda like goes over to check on the horses.
The
Getting
hat
herself
falls
ready.
off the head as you stand up without thinking about it.
Well, kinda like Jack's, like Vol's gonna just look at it as like really confused. Try to look at Jack if he has the hat on.
Just staring at you as the hat hits the ground. You're not very perceptive, are you?
I get a little groggy. Sorry about that. Picks up the hat and just brushes off the like little bits of it.
Well, considering you shared your shift with Shella, not surprising.
We had a lot of girl talk.
Hands Jack his hat back. It's like, I don't know why you put it on my head, but it did definitely keep the light out of my eyes, so I appreciate that.
Sure. That's why I did it.
Turns out he was ready to assassinate me.
So, Vol, are
See
we
you-
setting a trap today or no?
No. Why? Oh, no. No. We're not setting a
Oh,
trap. We're
Okay.
not setting a trap.
I was just wanting to show you one of my favorite knots if we do.
Show me on the way, but I gotta make sure that Sally doesn't bite Red Rocking Riding Racer.
Oh, she must be in heat.
I know horses, but I don't know them that much, but you might not be wrong. Vol just slowly walks over.
Alright. Paulina just kind of like gathers herself and... would you all like some warm tea before we leave, or should we put this fire out now? I'm still a little... I don't know. How do you prep for the trip in the morning after a... Oh man, this... And she kind of like pulls her back like, oh man, like this was not a comfortable place to be sleeping.
I start the mornings with stretches usually.
Oh, you know what? That actually might be a good idea, Kronk. You know, I'll do a few stretches. Hey, cuz, do you want to help me stretch? Just kinda like-
Sure, I could help you out with that.
Yeah, let's, maybe we should do like a warm-up with everybody. What do you say, Shella? You want to help us? She kind of like slaps her hands together and smiles at her. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then it becomes like a little morning workout with the group that decides to do it. Anybody who doesn't, like, Vol's taking care of the horses. I don't know what Jack and Arthur are thinking, but you see this small group starting calisthenics.
Kronk does a dog big stretch.
Yeah, everybody tries to mimic you as best they can, or at least Paulina and Shella do.
All you gotta do is this. Slowly transforms into a dog and does the stretch, and everybody just looks and goes like, how the heck?
Like, I can turn into a dog in a costume, you know, but I can't turn into an actual dog.
I
Well, that's
can
one
help
way
you
of
with
doing
that if you
downward
wish.
dog.
But alright, so this is how you start mornings. Got it. Alright, great. Yeah, I feel ready. I feel ready for anything.
Jack just stood there watching that whole thing going on. It's like, y'all are weird. Cracks his neck and then start heading over to the cart. It's getting too weird for me.
Paulina adjusts her
Hey,
top
Jack,
a bit
do
and
you-
says, "Well, at least I'm fit."
Hey, Jack, do you think you could comb Sally? Sally seems to be a little bit weird today.
Alright, well, if there's one thing about being with a druid, you kind of get a sense of what animals are up to. That makes sense. Sally? Is this Sally?
Yeah, this is Sally.
Good, because I can't tell these two apart.
You don't really look hard enough, do you?
No.
Sally's the
How-
one with the slight, white mane. This one's the one with the slightly grayer mane. Just looks the same.
Can't see it.
Yeah, that's the feature that to help him tell them apart.
Shella goes, "I don't know what your problem is. Like, basically, I can see the difference from here clearly."
If it helps you out, Jack, though, like, I haven't been with a druid, but I have definitely have a friends with someone that's a ranger. That's all I have experience with in them.
Yeah, for whatever reason, he kept wearing a bright red suit, but he had a cool gun though. So
Oh my god! Great, now I have that image stuck in my head. Good job, Mega!
He's just working the room, ain't he? Alright, so... Should we, Oh, you guys are tending the horse. I guess I need an animal handling from Jack.
Yeah. I'm gonna just kind of brush along her mane and check on her face and try to get a read on her. That's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, she stays calm and collective, excuse me. By the way, that's a red rocking racing horse over there. Points to the one Jack's on.
Jack, I was kind of leading you over to Sally.
You said this was the one that was Sally. I asked you and you said yes.
No, I mentioned that one. Did you see my hand pointing?
Clearly not. So I'm dealing with this horse. Alright, let's see how
Hey, at least you made
Sally
Red
is.
Rockin' Riding Racer happy.
Yeah. Alright, Sally. Apparently you're Sally. How you doing, girl? Try the same thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
I mean, Sally's a little stubborn. And then Shella goes, "Oh, wait, I was mistaken. That's actually Red Rocking Racing Horse. This one's Sally. She was being extra shy today. I should have known."
Fool's
Lol.
just hiding her back her giggles. Making Jack doubt himself.
Now, Vol, you know for a fact I ain't exactly a morning person when I first wake up.
I can't help it, Jack. I just had to. If it helps you out, I don't usually pull pranks on people I don't like.
"I'm sorry, Jack. It's my fault again." "I'll get in the carriage and be a good kobold."
Well, if it helps you out, Vol, I calm the horses down because you can't do it.
Oh, I could. I just wanted you to check Sally out since I needed a second opinion.
The fact
Make a
that she
nature
needed
check.
a second opinion-
I mean, if we're making an opinion here, let's go nature check.
Who?
Who
Here,
has
you're-
better nature? Let's find
that-
out.
Well, Jack has to roll because you're asking him, right?
That's not 20.
He
don't add
knows!
20s.
Yeah, it seems like Sally might be a little heated here lately.
Oh boy. Poor girl. Yeah. Boy. Alright, try to keep Red Racing away from Sally, if possible.
I think that's why Rocking Racers kind of been weirdly coy, kind of looks at Red Rockin' Racer. He's just like afraid of Sally.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, there's a. Yeah, no, he can pick up that scent. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna
That's
affect
the
him one way or another, but she just needs some time and some tender loving, and I'm just gonna start brushing her mane. No, it's not gonna get weird. I'm just keeping her distracted.
I mean, I wasn't gonna make it weird until you pointed that out.
I'm saying it now because someone's gonna make it weird.
Actually, now it's even stranger as to why Jack couldn't tell the difference between the two.
He should have known with that nature check, right?
Yeah.
But everybody gets on the cart at this point, or what are we doing?
I'll take Jack's advice and just kind of like, when we get to Marcella, try to help Sally out. But right now, we gotta get them going.
You know, it's nice being able to do those exercises with people I actually like.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, Paulina suggests, as they all make your way to the wagon. And Arthur changed back into Arthur, right?
Yeah, he did that
Making sure that's
after
done.
the one person. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think Paulina knows. At least
No,
that
she knows.
form. She knows
Yeah.
I think
you change, but she doesn't know that form yet, I don't think.
technically
Correct me
the
if I'm
only
wrong.
person, technically officially the only person that doesn't know is Vol, but Vol just kind of thinks that he's just a weird magical man.
Right. Alright, with that, you guys start your travel early in the morning, around 8 or 7 or 8, somewhere around there. And the travel begins once more. Let's see here, how much time we got? So for this part of the journey will definitely get you to the crossroads by nightfall. So whoever's maintaining the watch on the road as you guys are traveling, we're just going to kind of like keep it simple. We're not going to do a whole bunch of checks during the day, and it'll be up to you guys if you want to do night watches or not. But I can do like a single roll for that as well if we want to like progress things a little faster. But at this
I'll
point
give
here,
advantage to Arthur.
so we're going to put Arthur on watch duty.
I guess so.
All right, roll
Yeah,
that
we're cool with
perception.
it.
Sure. I mean, I got eyes of the eagle, so.
Yeah,
22.
good thing, right?
Thank God.
All right, let me
Yeah, I
just
still
roll.
was always equipped.
All right, for once, what it's worth, the roads are not as busy as they were before. Like you can see like several like minor settlements like in between where farms are kind of like put together, and they look like they're more for self-sufficiency than providing any, you know, like help towards the kingdom. So like you see a lot of farmers working their fields as you continue down the road. You're kind of like in a plain state of the road as you get closer to more of the forest region, and then pretty much the rest of the watch just boring road, almost enough to kind of like put you to sleep. Boring, but you make your way, and around nightfall you arrive at what we know as the crossroads. And the crossroads is a 4-lane part of the way where if you go north, you go to the Mages of Arcana. If you continue west, you go towards Mount Tynak, where the Kingdom Castle is. If you go south, you go towards Marsola and Gillian Cove, and east is back where you came. A lot of people seem to settle here for the night most of the time, as it's a good distance from some of the local regions before hitting, you know, going further down whatever road path they need. But here at the crossroads, you can make out a few families kind of like perched on each of the blocks. The left-hand side has like a fire pit and an empty spot, but like the top right, top left, and bottom left have like 3 different camps of people who are already settled up for the day. And you guys can easily take the night off on that bottom right. So like if we were to use this map, like crossroad goes like this, and this side here would be where you'd be able to call it a night.
Alright, I think we might as well stop here, guys. Sally's starting to get really weird.
Alright, I'll stick with Sally and make sure she's nice and comfortable.
I'll join ya.
Alright, I will take a little bit of time here as I'm kind of like setting up the scene a little bit to give you actual things to look at. But as you guys are kind of like unloading or whatnot, I'll allow you to go ahead and kind of like play that out as I see if I have anything. I mean, definitely commoners, right?
You know, as Vol's kind of like checking the horse with Jack, her curiosity kind of just peaks after like all the weird talk that she had with Shella, and kind of says to go like, "You never really went into detail about your fiance, did you?"
You're asking Shella,
Okay.
or...
No, Jack.
Okay, I heard wrong. Okay, thank you.
And I'm just gonna kind of sit there looking at Jack and go like, I mean, okay, let me rephrase that, because you told me a lot of details about you two, but you never really told me about what they were, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. She's a real fireball. Forest gnome. That kind of lives in the woods, kind of.
Wait, you mean like forest gnome, like those people are 3 feet tall?
Yeah.
Kind of looks at Jack a little bit bewildered and go like, what did she do to catch your eye?
I don't know. I mean, we both kind of wound up in that rumor mill place along with my other friend Trevador, and I mean, it took a while for me to get used to him, to trust him, but the more I spent time with him, the more we became friends, the more Odie and I got connected. I mean, she's a tough gal. She knows how to fight. She will defend her friends, and I mean, she is a luchador, so she can definitely take on all comers, and I can guarantee you I can guarantee she'd be able to take Kronk on. At least give him a run for his money, if not beat him.
I know that she is a druid based off of what you told me in your adventures with her. Kind of just like not try to remember all the things that Jack professed loved about her. But I'm not gonna lie, that sounds rather nice.
Yeah, she's a sweet gal, and she opened up to me more than showed me things that she doesn't show anybody else. I don't mean in that the way I described sort of sense, but
No, I can understand that. Like, you have to understand, even though I'm kind of like, you know, all military business kind of deal thing, still a lady. I kind of like that kind of gossip thing just because, well, you know, you kind of dream about things like that, so. Every lady has her secrets, so that just sounds a little bit romantic that she shared it with you.
yeah, it's she calls me her handsome Jack. You know, she wants me to be her sidekick, her partner, and I want to marry her, but she don't know what marriage is, so that's kind of a thing I got to deal with.
I mean, I have a solution for that if you thought about it. Like, I have a friend that's you know, like I mentioned that ranger I mentioned before. They talk about weird things. Have you ever thought of like figuring out what's her way of figuring a symbol for marriage or something like that?
I mean,
That might get the point across.
maybe. I don't know. She's a very woodsy girl, and I mean, I talked about her talking to squirrels and wrestling giant squirrels. She does that. I would told her I'd try to be learning how to talk to squirrels. I mean, she's the one that gave me the coach bag and told me to bring them back, which is why I need to get the stitching back on. Because if I don't, she'll probably, well, she'll get mad anyway.
And you don't want her to be mad.
No.
That's kind of adorable. Kind of like full kind of giggles. Not normal for her. She just kind of like a weird giggle.
You're really into this stuff, isn't it?
Hey, you had to realize, like, a lot of my friends were old military ladies, so it's bound. We're suckers for romance. We're suckers for gossip, and we're kind of suckers for just generally anything related with love and romance, and sadly sex. But that's just because of Gretchen.
What's this
I mean-
sex you speak of?
When you get older, Shella yells over.
I'm older than you. Get off yourself. I'm your senior, remember?
Well, maybe we could scare Gretchen a bit if we share some of that stuff. Like I shared with you about me and Odie.
I'm not gonna lie, Jack. If you could, I would love seeing that happen. But I'm gonna tell you honestly, if you could scare her, oh man, Odie's really a terrifying thing to deal with then.
You know how they say
Oh.
big things come in small packages? Yeah.
Makes sense. Keeps petting Sally.
Like the rest of you can interrupt us whenever you want.
I mean, I could keep going into like wanting to dig deeper. I'm all about it. But if you guys want to do stuff, like I was curious, what did Kronk find when he investigated the whole area?
Like I was still populating things here, so I think I'm done for the most part. Did he investigate the area?
Yeah, he walked around the whole entire camp.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear him say he investigated anything.
That's true.
So
People
what's
were
everybody?
talking.
Yeah. No, interrupt. Like that's what we're here for. Like if it's appropriate to the story, like you got to know when to cut in. So Kronk, what are you up to? I'll start with you.
He's looking for foodstuffs again, and if he sees people along the way, he'll just nod at them.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival, and I'll kind of like let you know what you see as you're wandering. Yeah, a lot of the similar things that you found before. Definitely enough to make a meal for tonight. Various mushrooms this time instead of like green onions.
Hey, Gronk will make potato soup with mushrooms this time.
All right, and yeah, you kind of like notice a hippogriff that's kind of like resting, and a rider, I guess, kind of like polishing his weapon off to the north. There seems to be an interesting heavy plated man and a singing man who has like a pet rat around his shoulder, just kind of like leaning there. And then there seems to be a couple of militant type people, and they seem to be surrounding a metallic object that's just kind of like in the shape of a humanoid, which is being represented by the blue man, because apparently I don't have a token for him yet.
Blue man.
He'll be fine.
Is there like a group of them, or?
Those are the various groups that are there.
No, I
Like-
meant the blue guy. The
No,
blue
no,
man
it-
group, or
it-
just a single guy?
Just the single guy, so it's not the actual group. If you want to make a perception check, you can get a better look at it if you want. But from where, like, up, a glance, you just kind of like notice a metallic object in the shape of a humanoid figure. As you kind of like take a closer look, this metallic object looks like it had its face blasted off. Like the right half of its face is blasted off, and inside you can kind of like see exposed wires and circuits or some kind of electronical material within this creature or whatever this thing is. It seems to be kind of like jerking every now and then, but other than that, it's not making any audible noise or anything. But you definitely see like it took severe damage across the cranium.
Is he by himself, or is there like humans with him?
These two humans are next to him. Like, that's the blue man that I just described for you. And he's surrounded by these two humans who seem to be keeping a watch over him.
Does your guy there need any help?
As you approach their camp, they just kind of like... They put their hands towards their weapons, but they see that you're approaching without any threat. And they're like, oh, be careful, traveler. These places are dangerous, but... no, I don't think, unless you know how to fix these, and it kind of like points at the construct. Unless you know how to fix a construct, we're trying to take this metal man to Shandora.
I have a friend that might be able to. He has a little cannon thing that he has.
Cannon thing? How would that help?
He might know how to fix other machines.
I mean, if it'll make them more functional, maybe. Sure, wouldn't mind meeting somebody who knows what they're doing with this.
I do not know, but he might help.
Yeah, sure. Bring him over, friend. Much appreciated.
After Kronk travels, he'll kind of relay to Jack that there's a construct over there that if he knows anything about it.
I'll tell Vol to just keep calmly petting Sally, and then I'll go join Kronk over to the Blue Man.
Alright, keep calm, pet Sally.
For once, Jack knows what he's doing. What? So, yeah.
Well, let's
Kronk
not get
comes
ahead
with.
of ourselves.
I know, right? I was kind of like... Anyway, so, Kronk, you take him over there to introduce him, right? I just want to make sure you're there,
Sure.
too. Yeah. So, Kronk brings Jack over there. And they wave to you guys as you approach and just kind of like making sure you're still being friendly. They check your posture. It's like, all right. Hell, strangers, how you all doing? Met your green friend. Didn't catch the name, though. Sorry.
I go by Kronk. This is my friend Jack.
Kronk, Jack, a pleasure. The DM did not come up with our names yet, so give him a minute. But they explained to
Abbott
you
and Costello.
No, that sounds too cheesy. I'm gonna actually use the roll tables again. So, Jack and Kronk, roll me a D100. We will go with human names. And we will go with... Yeah, let's go English. Like, we don't need to get too fancy on here. Alright, we got a 4 and a 34. So, those are female names. And I think these are both guys, actually. So, we'll go down. That's a... You know what? I'm just going to go with Adam. And 34 puts us at Adam and Gilbert. My name's Adam, and that guy over there is Gilbert. And Gilbert just says, hey.
Hey, fellas.
This... It kind of like taps the machine. Can you state your name again? What's your designation? I am no else play. And then it just kind of powers down for a moment. It sometimes responds and sometimes takes commands, but as you can see, kind of like points to the head where it took heavy explosive damage. Its cranium's a bit exposed. I'm pretty sure he's not in tip-top shape or anything. You think you can do anything with this?
I could give him a look over. See, I know a funny thing. I've met construct kind of like this one before. Didn't work on him, but I did work under Smithersmon, so.
Oh, well, that's
What I
who
can
we
do-
were actually gonna take him to.
Yeah, I hired a feist under him.
Oh, well, then maybe you can do something up. So, what do you think?
Well, I think I'll have to give him a look over and see what the damage is. See if
Yeah.
anything's missing, crossed, and then I'll see to what I can.
Alright, you want to make
feel
an
like my-
investigation check to start diagnosing it if you wish, or...
Yes.
Kronk is not helping, but he does have his head over Jack's shoulder.
I'm going
Don't-
to buy myself advantage.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because, you know, you want to look good on first impressions for people who need your help, right? Alright, so
Yeah.
Jack, I got your clusters. Go for it, my friend.
That's better.
That is much better. Obvious damage is that he has taken a severe head trauma, like it's exposing his circuitry, and part of the circuitry within his head has been damaged as well. So he's got like shorts going on. So there's definitely like wiring that needs to be fixed before he can actually function on his own, and then the cranium needs to be reclosed or reprotected. But that's the initial diagnosis.
Well, I could probably at least keep him somewhat functional, but it'd be best to get him to Shandor for more proper repairs.
Right, yeah. I mean, do you even have the tools to work on them? Like, I don't want to question why you're out here, traveler, but I mean, if you have the tools and you can work on them, you're more than welcome to take a crack. But you know, this construct did a good deed, so we figure we try to help him out if we can.
Yeah, I got a few tools here. I'm gonna take out both my smith's tools and my tinker tools,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of get a mix of what I need and try to start to work on them if I can.
You get the sensation that you only need your tinker tools.
That's good.
As you kind of like work on this project, there are materials that do need to be gathered in some way, shape, or form. You're gonna need copper wiring, that not like a single like wire or anything. You need lengths of it, and you need to be able to put like a protective, you know, like an actual coated wire, right? Like an actual wire. You need at least 3 feet of it to use effectively. I'm not sure if like we have ways to make it or create it, but those are definitely something we can explore.
And just as long as there was anything to just cover its head.
As far as like covering its head, like you got plenty of foreign materials like the trees around you, the rocks as well, but you realize this thing has like a special alloy. Like you almost think it's it can't be adamantium. It's definitely something weaker. Maybe mithril, or maybe they did something to harden special metal alloys, like maybe it's like a painted steel or something maybe. But it's a hard metal, and this thing taking that much damage, definitely impressive that it's still functioning. But the circuits need wires, and just finding anything to cover the hole for now. Like you could probably fashion something out of some tree bark, or I don't know, whatever creative ideas you might be able to come up with whatever's around.
Alright, you
Got a
fellas
hat.
wouldn't happen- Yeah,
Sorry.
you fellas wouldn't happen to know if there's any copper wiring around? Or hey, Crunk, why don't you go see if Paulina has any copper wiring, just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
As Kronk kind of like departs, he finished answering your question. No, don't have any kind of materials like that. Like I said, we kind of like found him in this condition, but he pulled off something pretty cool beforehand. But no. But so Kronk goes to Paulina, and she's just kind of like getting into the camping mood. Like she's definitely digging the dropping down the bedroll, setting up the pop tents as necessary, and keeping an eye on the horses. And she was about to go talk to Vol about how the horses were doing, and then Kronk, you kind of like come up behind her and, oh, hey Kronk.
Do you have any copper wiring for a construct?
Copper what? I mean, I have copper wire, but I don't know if that. And like she pulls out just this strand of copper wire that she uses for message, but I don't have any more than this.
We only need like 3 feet.
3 feet, and she probably has like 5 inches worth of copper wire. I'll call it 6. That way it's a half a foot, so we can keep track if this becomes a tally we need to keep up with. I mean, this is about. Yeah, it's not
too
quite.
bad. That might be enough.
I mean, if it. I mean, I kind of use it, but what's going on, Kronk? Like, I don't know why you need it.
There's a group over there with a blue man, and he needs some wiring.
I guess I'll go over there and see what's going on then. Maybe ask Vol if she has anything. I know she has a lot of junk in her pack.
Does she have junk in her trunk?
Uh-huh. I'm sure she does. You want to go ask her?
Oh yeah, we're gonna ask everyone.
Yeah, go for it, Kronk. We'll stick with you for a moment.
That's a good girl. Jack knows what he's talking about with horses. I didn't know that.
Paulina says you might have some junk in your trunk that we could use.
You know, I heard that in 2 different ways, but I'm assuming you mean the latter. I have a few things. For one, pulls out the dissection kit. It's like there might be copper in this one. Pulls out, another item. The boar head pommel. It's like, kind of looks like copper. I don't know. Let me keep digging. I got a lot more of this stuff to go through.
All right, I'll leave you to the junk in your trunk.
Oh my god.
Alright. What junk do you have in the trunk, Paul?
The dissection kit is one. Because, it's metals and stuff like that, so we could, just rip it apart if we need to.
Okay, what's your impression of what comes in a dissection kit?
It depends how fancy they are. Like, copper's usually used for decorating stuff, so that's why I was mentioning the boar head pommel, because that could be made of copper for decoration.
I think we're thinking of different things when we say dissection.
It's a dissection. I know what you're talking about. It's like you're hoping it's like steel or stuff like that, right?
No, it's... Do you know, like, labs where they put a mouse with wiring to, like, keep it spread eagle, and then you take a scalpel and literally dissect it?
So, well-maintained dissection kit. Yeah, it could be that, like with the wires and stuff like that to hold it apart.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and that's exactly what I was thinking it is. Basically, it's like scissors, scalpels, and maybe threads. But
I mean, I also have another thing, an angler's prize tackle box and stuff, so there might have stuff in there for copper.
I mean, I don't know, raw materials, I guess, but most of that would, like maybe some of the copper colored angler's tools in there might be copper.
Hey, Jack can take a look at it, or if you
Yeah,
want to know about the
I
stuff.
just need to know. I need to know what stuff you're throwing on the table. So like, write the name of it, so I can kind
I'll
of like
put it on.
gauge if it has any copper in it. Oh god,
Yeah,
I feel like
sure.
we're at a scrapyard trying to figure out, is there copper in this?
So I'm gonna throw in a Angler's Prize tackle box. I'm gonna
Okay.
throw in the well-maintained dissection kit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just trying to take a look if I have anything else that pops out to me. Just making sure I don't miss anything. The
This is
boar
really good.
helm pommel, but that's not gonna really count. I mean, if you really want to flex at start, I have an undefined fantastic object. It could be anything you want it to be.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. You don't get to
I
define
know.
it. It's undefined.
I'm joking. But we could do the
All right.
angler tackle box in this dissection kit.
All right, so you bring these items over to Jack then?
Yeah, I'll walk over to him, like with Kronk.
All right, so like Paulina informs you, Jack, as we're waiting for them to catch up. I mean, I have this copper wire. It's only like 6 inches, but I kind of use it. So would I be getting it back or a replacement later, or?
No, it's not really worth it. We need at least 3 feet to make this effective. 6 inches will not do it all.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry to
you
hear that.
hang on to that. No, it's quite fine.
Vol comes over here with a bunch of junk from her trunk.
Jack, Kronk said you needed some copper stuff. You want to take a look at these two? I just kind of had them in my pile of stuff. Like, you can see her rummaging through her bag of golding, just pulling out random junk, and then pulls out well-maintained dissection kit in the tackle box.
Well,
Gee,
can't
what
find
would I
any
have?
copper wire.
Meg, well, how's your survival there, Jack?
My survival?
Yep.
Let's see.
Are you trained in it or no?
Not trained in it.
I would say maybe make an investigation would make better sense, actually. As you kind of like look through her junk.
I'll flash a genius that to make it a 17.
Yeah, the angler's kit, like any bit of copper in there, it's not usable for lengthening or anything. Like, it's maybe a scale of it to kind of like reflect on a floater or something, but or a a jig, but nothing that you can actually use in any respect. And then you look towards the well-maintained dissection kit, and though there's like wiring in there, it's not copper. It's like a metallic, like the twist ties of a bread tie, maybe like the equivalent of that, laced in this kit, but nothing that is significant enough to conduct the electricity that this construct needs to survive.
Well, appreciate the thought, but that's not really gonna help.
Sorry to hear that, Jack.
Yeah, sorry too, Paulina says.
Well, maybe we could try checking with the other camps, see if they have anything on hand, just in case. If we fail to come up with it, I can either do a temporary fix until it can get to Shandora, or we can try to find something that'll be a workable replacement that can just last as long as it can. But that's not going to be a permanent fix.
Well, anything you can do, like, you're doing more than we can even ask. Like, you gave us information that we didn't have before, so he can be fixed is what you're telling us, right?
Oh yeah. It's,
all right, well then, yeah, I mean, if you can do something for him, great. If not, it's fine. We can get him fixed when we get there. But if you want to check the others, we really haven't conversed too much. We figured we'd try to lay low in case, this gets seen as something weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We can just say we're trying to fix some equipment and see if anyone has any spare stuff.
All right. Above table, hello, Swindler's Den. Welcome into the stream. You're joining us on the last leg as our group is currently looking for copper wiring to help a broken down construct that has an open gaping wound across its head structure. The blue man on the map is our construct, and we're just trying to search the camps to see if we can find some copper wiring. So far, Paulina had a copper wire, but she uses it for her message, and it's only so long. He needs to find about 3 feet of it, and we only have 6 inches, if that's to be said. And we've been searching other belongings. So far, no good. But what else would you like to do, Jack, as you kind of like want to investigate the other parties here?
Yeah.
Hydrate the construct.
Yeah, if the others don't want to investigate the other parties, I would go and do it. Otherwise, I'd be working on the construct and trying to figure out any workarounds.
Yeah, like the entire party can kind of like gather up and decide if you want to do certain things. I'm up for that. What do you guys want to do, like as a group? Like if you want to send people off, or you know.
I'm down to help Jack out. Like, I don't mind sending people out. Maybe Christopher too, because he's good with his words.
Kind of where I was thinking you might want to go.
And then maybe Arthur, if Arthur wants to do the shady stuff. But I think I'm not going to speak for Arthur.
Well, I'm
I
waiting
don't
for
mean
them
to
to
judge
speak
you
for
as a
themselves.
rogue. I'm sorry.
Speak for yourself, guys. What do you want to do? Arthur? Christopher?
I mean, Arthur, if asked, would go around to the camps and try to see if he can legally procure wire.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could definitely ask you. That's what I'll do, if that helps.
Go ask them, Vol.
Alright, gonna walk over.
Include Christopher
Walk
too,
up.
would you?
Kind of like Christopher's kind of distracted looking at that rock, so I just poke him with my, baton, and then talked about Arthur and Christopher. Jack's kind of looking for some copper wiring. Do you guys think you could help out with talking with the people in the other camps?
So, well, at least I've always read that there's a certain sort of camaraderie amongst travelers, so perhaps ones will be willing to share.
I suppose. Don't expect much luck of it. And he's gonna walk over this way. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any copper wire that we may be able to borrow or buy off of you?
He kind of like looks up from his campfire and sees you coming over. Kind of like spits in your direction. He's like, no, I don't.
Not even a small amount? And he's gonna try and persuade him a little bit.
You know what? You started the dialogue. I'll allow you to make a persuasion check. Damn.
It's like, I can't give you some copper wiring, but I can give you, and then gets down on one knee, presents a ring, my heart.
Oh, but you putting words in my mouth. He like, what do you even need it for? Like, why? And he kind of like starts searching through a bag to see if he has anything related. I got, you know what? I got this, and he kind of pulls out a copper medal. It's like a copper pin of a sword and shield on it. It's my gym badge from Sword and Shield, so don't lose it. No.
Are you absolutely sure you want to give this to me?
Well,
Be need it as material.
well, you kind of talked me into it, so yeah.
He takes it and he's gonna run it over. Jack, could you
Okay.
by chance happen to use this?
Yeah, he shows you a copper pen. Like, it has some material there, but in its current form, like, you can't use it.
Could I get a guess, while I'm looking at it, how much length of wiring it could
Let's
be made into?
do an intelligence check.
18?
Let's see here. I'll roll. You might be able to get about 2.5 feet out of it if you were able to find a way to melt it down and kind of like build like a way to create the wire and then find a way to seal it, like the plastic coating and whatnot. So this might be a 2-part process if you get into it. Like, copper is one material you'll need, and technically if you had like her message copper wire, that would probably complete the circuit you need, and then you just have to find a way to coat the wire after you create it.
Yeah. Alright, well, that can do. I'd hate to have to melt this down for someone gave it up.
Cause his pet's freaking out.
Maybe at this point, Christopher has walked over. That's not wiring. Are we using raw materials?
Did you go check at the camps, or?
It's not quite yet, but if we are using, just standard materials, why not just also use copper coins?
Everybody goes up. Oh yeah. Who carries copper around though?
Not Vol. I looked that option up and I already was like, no, can't do that.
Yeah, Paulina's like, you know what? I
Kronk will
usually
pull out 2 copper pieces.
make another make another intelligence check. Check, Jack. To be fair, like, the copper mixed into the coin stamp is sometimes impure, but maybe you could do something with it.
Well, have we checked all the camps? Who knows? Someone might have actual wiring, or maybe extra copper.
Well, I can check one of the camps we haven't, but if nothing else, I am carrying 106 coins myself.
Alright, we'll go check the camp.
I think the only one that hasn't checked is like the one over here, like
The one
up to
north of
the
you.
top
Yeah.
left.
Top left.
Top left, yeah. And as you kind of like, if you walk towards there, like, the voices are getting a little bit boisterous. The guy in heavy plate just kind of like laughs to himself as he starts to tell a story, and then they kind of like notice you walking up. Ah ha ha! Oh, hello there! Comes a echoing voice from within the plate, and then you see a young man just kind of like stringing up a lute, and then on his shoulder he has a rat kind of like crawling, but then you had to do a double take because you could see the brain exposed, and then you automatically have your own sensation what this is.
Oh.
How can we help you, traveler? Says the bard-looking character.
Right. Apologies for interrupting you. I'm sure you were quite merry, but I was wondering if either of you happen to be in possession of copper wiring or even just copper material.
I just had a weird idea. Can copper wire be used for strings on a lute?
Actually, yes. Kind
Yeah,
of.
you can.
Alright, really? I'm just kind of like seeing what's the odds of this actually being. Neat. Neat! I like this. This is a great idea. This
I'm
is a
not
great
gonna
idea.
lie though, like that's gonna be. Let's play the scene. I'm curious now.
Yeah. He kind of goes, I might be able to help you out there, but, I usually keep wire just in case one of my strings pop. How much are you needing?
It's, I think it was in total we're missing like what 3.5 feet. Last number I heard was 2.5, so I don't actually know.
We
just
need
need
3 feet total.
Yeah. So, 3 feet is needed. And maybe if you can get it in a form that's easier to work with, that would probably benefit Jack. Instead of having to try to heat metal, you know what I mean? Because that would be the problem with the coins, is getting them hot enough to melt into copper wiring.
Well, and if I was gonna play, since I do a little bit of jewelry in real life kind of thing, what makes copper really hard is that you can't exactly melt part of it. You have to you have to heat up the metal throughout the entire thing, or else it won't really
It has to be
do anything.
liquidated and then put in a like a mold, right?
If you're changing the shape, but if you're trying to make wire, you just need to melt it into a shape where you can roll it constantly and elongate it. Like people have done it with rocks, where you roll it over it and it slowly elongates it.
No, yeah,
Some
just
people
kind of
use,
like a rolling pin or something maybe, and just kind of like make it go around and around. Yeah, I can see that.
Kinda. I know the Navajo metalworking, they kind of play around with that idea. So
Yeah, there you go. A lot of ideals there. But this bard will make it clean and easy. You just ask, well, how much do you need? Because, I string this thing up whenever I pop a string. I can, that's almost 3 foot on itself right there, right? Probably 2 feet of wire that he uses for each coil, but he's got like a whole coil of wire that he has for the instrument itself.
So, well, we're needing approximately 3 feet of it.
3 feet. Yeah, well, make a persuasion then. Like, I'm not gonna jinx it for you, but
I cannot roll high for these today.
yeah, I suppose you can. You can see him, right?
Yeah, and I'm within 30 feet, so I'll flash
Yeah.
a genius that to make it a 17.
Sounds good to me. He says, well, sure, I don't really need it. And he kind of like gives the little rat a scritch on the cheek as he kind of like crawls back on his arm. It's like, all right, let me snip that off for you. Pulls out a dagger, takes out about 3 feet, and then cuts into it and hands it off. It's like, there you go.
It's thank you kindly for your generosity. Those individuals over there will really appreciate it.
Oh, well, I didn't realize they needed help so badly. If I'd known that, I would have gone to help them. But you're welcome. You're very welcome.
If I might ask, where
Yes.
did you pick up that little friend of yours?
Oh, me and him? We've been buddies for a while, like a couple years now. All the way back in... I can't remember exactly. Was it... and he kind of like goes blank for a minute. And the rat seems to look at you in interest. I think I got him around Tynak somewhere. I can't... was it in Darkanaga? He like turns to his friend. Ah, yes, the campaign in Darkanaga when we took down the big mighty Cerberus. It wasn't a Cerberus, it was a displacer beast, and brought my great sword to its face to greet it to its death and bring us fame and glory to be... Yes. As you can see, I sing praises of my friend. I would praise him even more if he got the story right. But, yeah, I think we got him in Darkanaga as a pet. It's been about 2 years now.
It's like, oh well, then I'm sure that you and them have had a multitude of adventures.
Oh, yes. Pinky here has been a multitude of fun. The rat squeaks gingerly and hides itself away into his robes. Who's
Well,
already taken?
I do hope that I. Apologies if I was interrupting anything, but if you'd like to converse sometime later, you're more than welcome to join us at our camp for a conversation. I'd
Oh,
maybe
well,
perhaps like to hear a bit more about your
absolutely.
escapades.
Yeah. We can do a joint watch. That'd be great. Good to know that there's some trustworthy travelers. You know, usually people here at the crossroad like to stick to their own, but I see that everybody here seems to be helping each other. So, yeah, we'll come visit. Yeah, take your time with that.
So, well then, I should be getting off with this, but I'll leave you to reminiscing. As he like just looks over to his friend.
Yeah, and he like strums a chord on his lute and checks the notes and just bling, and then away you go. And one more thing, the Cerberus tried it, and then it kind of like walk away from him, just blathering on about how he took on a Cerberus, and his friend just saying it was a displacer beast, it was a puppy, and yes.
And as Christopher is walking back and just like holding on to the wire, just that I guess the strings like.
Will this function well for your purposes?
Yes. Took you long enough. Give it here.
You could say thank you, Jack.
You could be faster, Vol.
I could cast Fireball, Christopher.
I can bonk Shaq on the head on the quarterstaff.
Don't.
Christopher just wordlessly walks up to Jack and just like drops it into his hand and then walks back over to their camp.
You will need a way to kind of like shield it, but if you whatever creativeness you got, I'm all ears. Because at that point it'll be smith tools after that, or tinkering tools. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Kronk to find a good chunk of bark that would fit the head, and then use string or rope to kind of tie it on. That's just like a temporary fix.
All right, Kronk, go ahead and make a survival if you're gonna go do that task. He checks the forest thoroughly. And thoroughly he does. He seems to find a good piece of bark that he can come back with that will fit over decently.
Jack, if you need any help, I do have abilities to smith, if that helps you out.
You can assist. It's more tinkering than smithing.
Now, whenever I was mentioning the shield, I was meaning the wire needs to be shielded. Like, you know how it has the plastic around it to keep it from touching each other?
Yeah.
So if you can come up with a creative way to do that, then we can move on to the next stage. Or we could leave this till next week. It's up to you. We are definitely running over time.
Yeah, we can leave it to next week.
Alright, so we'll do that. So as Jack has brought his craftsman tools to the camp, trying to figure out how he's going to use this copper wire to finish wiring up this robot who is currently short-circuiting, we will pick up next week at this spot and see how things go from there, as the group is continuously making their way to Julian Cove after this to pick up a shipment. Join us next week at 7 p.m. at our start time as normal. Usually go from that time to about 10:30, but went a little longer because I was kind of interested how this was going to go. We are going to be on stream again on Friday, I guess. Yeah, because our Wednesday campaigns come to an end for now. We do have plans to start something new, but we're going to wait till after our charity stream. We'll announce that soon once we have it all lined up. Join us Friday at 5 p.m. Central if you want to play an open roleplay game. Type !RP in Twitch chat, !Discord, and those will be links to join our roleplay and the Discord community. We would love to have you. On top of that, if you haven't followed already, leave a follow to the channel if you're enjoying the D&D content. Sunday is our open roleplay for sub only, so if you are subscribed to the channel, you get new sub options in our Discord. that will allow you to join our 12 to 4 p.m. game on Sundays, Central Standard Time. On top of that, we have a charity stream coming up May 16th through the 22nd. We have several one-shots each day being played out by different DMs in the community. A few of them are here with us in this particular game. We have Moomin and Mega, who are one, and we also have Deadmeat, who also has a game as well. And we would love to have you join our community. We are still looking for a few players to join our games. It happens throughout the week of 16th through the 22nd. Start time at 6 p.m. on Sunday. And we look forward to having you there. We're going to be doing the Wounded Warrior Project as our charity support. Our goal is 1,000, but if we could do more, yay! But even, every little bit helps. On top of that, is that it? Oh, you know what? If I'm not streaming over here, I might be at my variety stream playing as We Rise as One. So if you want to check me out over there where we're playing random video games, we would definitely love to have you over there at We Rise as One. Now I'm done. All right, say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook, my friends.
Good night.
Good night.
Not a night.
Night.
Did not hear you, Moomy. You need to talk longer. All right, and with that, my friends, we're gonna go find somebody to raid. Stay put. We're gonna do that and hopefully get you some more cookie clusters, and you can use those to help out the players whenever we're streaming. So stay tuned.
And enter. My reprisal. What's up, Chaotic? Hey, man.